usual delay, I assume.
Yep, just let me know when it's over.
It has clicked over.
Just let me know when it's over.
It has.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, gentle Dems. My name is Gregory Crafts, and I am a dungeon master with Mastermind Adventures. I am testing this real quick to see if I have that funky echo still. I do have a weird echo. Hold on a second. I do have a weird echo. Hold on a second. Let me see if that fixed it. Let me see if that fixed it.
Coming from a magical cave.
Yep. We are troubleshooting live as always. Yep. We are troubleshooting live as always. Can y'all hear me now?
She's not getting any sound from you.
Yeah, I see that.
She's not getting any sound from you.
How did I magically become blurry?
How
did I magically become blurry? Come on, focus. Come on, focus.
Okay, I think that we're good. Can you guys hear me in the chat? Okay, I think that we're good. Can you guys hear me in the
Us chat or
no? And the folks on Twitch.
Oh,
No, a little reverb heavy. I can't figure this out for the life of me. I literally do everything I can to not have any reverb, and I have reverb.
There's got to be two sources somehow.
just a powerful voice?
There's got to be two sources.
Maybe. You know what? Hold on one second, Matt. I'm gonna close out one thing here. Hold on one second, Matt. I'm gonna set up because I think it's from the second browser window I have open.
Just make all the characters speak to us from the beyond. Just
Exactly.
make all the characters speak to us from the beyond.
Exactly.
We're not going to have any music tonight, unfortunately, as a result of this. But you know what? It gives us everything. I know.
Disagree. I have a piano, a guitar, a banjo. Who else has something? What do you guys got? A piano, a guitar, a banjo. Who else has something?
I have a ukulele.
Oh yeah, now we're talking.
Matt, new table link coming in. There you go.
Yeah, now
Anyhow,
I have access to two trombones.
Let me know if that's reverby still or not. Let me know if that's reverb. I swear to God, it was working great the other day. Yeah, it sounded flawless the other day on the Strahd Must Die Tonight chat. Speaking of which, let me go on ahead and jump in on that real fast. Speaking of which, ladies and gentlemen, if you have been watching Twitch here for a while with us, we had this past Saturday. I ran a special one-shot called Strahd Must Die Tonight, featuring up the Brute Squad, Mr. Paul Masterson. We had a relatively successful endeavor. Had a lot of fun with it, if nothing else, and I gotta admit, like, I was very, very, very pleased with how it all went out. We had some amazing roleplay moments. Paul, what do you think? Matt, do you mind switching it over to Talking Heads? Paul, what do you think? Matt, do you mind switching it over to Talking Heads?
I think it went really well. I think it was basically as close to a win without it being a win. I mean, we made Strahd run away without it being a win, which I didn't even think beforehand was a possible outcome. I was feeling pretty great. I mean, we basically were creating daylight down in that crypt with two daylight weapons and a pendant. I mean, it was awesome. I can't recommend it highly enough. If it's something that you are interested in doing or planning a party, I highly recommend hiring Greg. You will not be disappointed. It was my partner's first time playing D&D, and I think she is now hooked.
Awesome. Well, I look forward to DMing for her and for you again soon, in addition to the shenanigans that go down tonight. So, let me see here. Yeah, this is so frustrating because I don't hear the reverb anywhere else, and it's only coming from me. It's got to be something weird. All right, well, we will press on as best we can. And in the meantime, let me just look at my audio in here real quick, because I'm kind of getting crazy about this. Yeah, that should be fine. Anyway.
Huge win getting the significant other to play. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, Jen has
I think that's
picked up dice for me once and was like 10 minutes into it, was like, yeah, this isn't for me. So the fact that your partner is totally down for it is pretty awesome. Yes, anyhow, right now, Strahd Must Die Tonight is available you can book me for that. I actually have a instance of it coming up at Roll20Con this weekend online. It's a virtual convention. Seats are only $40 to play. It's a good 6-hour experience this Saturday, starting at noon Pacific until 6 p.m. Pacific. And yeah, I'm offering this through Sunday, November 1st, and then after that, I'm going to be coming up with a different special to offer folks. So this has got a very short time limit on it. So if you want to check it out, now's your opportunity. With that in mind, speaking of opportunities, I would like to give the rest of the table here the opportunity to introduce themselves. We are down a brute tonight, but everybody else is rip-roaring and ready to go. First off, I would like to welcome back Nate Morse, our resident rogue, Lorenzo. Nate's been taking care of it the past couple of weeks, and Nate, take a second and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Nate. I'll be playing Lorenzo, the rogue. I've been up to stuff, apparently, in the past night, and I have no idea what anyone else is doing because I was unable to watch the stream.
And that is a sin for which you will pay dearly. Matt. And that is a sin for which you will pay dearly.
Hello, I'm Matt. I am playing a half-elf cleric nicknamed Grey Soul of questionable mental togetherness. And in the last episode, I got to watch my buddy, a golden dragon half-born, hit the floor pretty hard. So I don't know what I'm about to do.
Paul, speaking of the Dragonborn.
Yep. Paul Masterson here, Sir Feldruucan Vorchrist, gunning for the nickname Pincushion, it appears, now that I have been dropped twice in 3 games. I found a hidden door, and the guardian of the hidden door seems to have found me, so we'll see. Hopefully I survive.
Well, you know, you're going for the Solitaire Memorial Warrior Award, you know? So you're taking over my old job as the ski bump with attitude. Let's see. Joe.
I'm Joe McMahon. I am playing Brick, a black Dragonborn who, oblivious to danger, decided to leave the combat room right before combat began. So he's hanging outside waiting for someone to tell him that he might be more useful inside punching things.
Well, I think, wasn't that Matt coming out saying it's murder time?
I think that's the last thing was they came out and was like, maybe you should bring your lock back inside and join us in combat being, you know, big and beefy and dragony. To which I replied, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely didn't decide to keep quiet about Feldruucan going down.
Yeah. All right, and then who else we have here? We have Lauren and Adam, but Lauren first.
Hello, my name is Lauren, and I play Tara Ferrith, a Moon Elf bard, who is sometimes known for having epic performances, and sometimes not.
All right, and of course, last but certainly not least, Adam.
Hey, I'm Adam. I'm playing a human druid. I'm chaotic because I reflect the world around me, and I'm glad Nate's back because then we have someone to blame when one of us inevitably dies tonight at level 1.
I mean, we've already got a guy at 0 on the ground, so I feel like right off the bat we hit that point.
It's happening. It's happening.
It's really weird how we made it through that first night of combat.
Right?
It's really weird how we made it through that first night of combat.
You guys will be all right. So where we left off, does anybody else want to try and recap where we left off? I would love to hear what you guys remember from last week.
So we had gone to a very well-known locksmith in the city, who in this case had also put the locks on the orphanage where the 4 children were disappeared from a few days ago. So we had come to talk to him to get more information. We got there, and he was super sketchy and super nervous, and he was really odd and asked us to leave, and I, being very polite, left. Everybody else was on point and was like, something's wrong here. stepped into a curtained back room only to discover something with sharp little things, turning our beloved Dragonborn, the other beloved Dragonborn, into a pincushion, which is where we stand now.
All right.
Something to add to that too, that I did try and do a divine sense. So far, we don't know what this thing is because it's not setting off any alarms in terms of being evil. But it sure as heck did a handy job at shish kebabbing me with claws that were not even necrotic, but they were almost some shadows, if I recall correctly.
It was necrotic damage. Yeah, absolutely. And the funny thing is that in previous editions, I should have double checked this for you, Paul. But in previous editions, these creatures were actually considered to be chaotic evil, and now they're rated neutral. I don't know what the motivation behind that was, but yeah.
Who's writing these books, man?
This is a third-party update to this, and I found a couple of in going through doing the rest of the dungeon, I found a couple of other things that were questionable. So I might be questionable. I might be changing some things.
I feel like somebody might be off. Look, I'm not evil. I'm not chaotic evil. I'm misunderstood, man. I don't think I should be rated that way. Give me a neutral. Give me a neutral.
I think they have lobbyists who clearly paid.
Changing the alignment of this one monster is literally why they wrote 5th edition, guys. I mean, that is it.
We gotta cover our tracks, guys. This is bad.
Yeah. So, with that, yes, we did leave last week on a stunning cliffhanger as Sir Feldruucan discovers what looks to be a lost secret door. He goes to open it, and suddenly, from behind, he is stabbed and run through with a loud scream in agony that is suddenly cut off. And he slowly slumps to the floor, his eyes glazing over as he falls. I'm going to let everybody roll some initiative.
Yeah.
I'm going to let everybody roll some initiative.
Where's my initiative?
And let me actually first bring everybody over to the proper tabletop.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody over to the proper tabletop.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody over to the proper tabletop. All right.
Oh my gosh, do I actually have a higher initiative than somebody? Oh my gosh, do I actually have a higher initiative
You do.
than somebody?
Lead right now.
Oh my gosh, do I actually have a
Lorenzo's a little late to the party,
Right
so
now.
Lorenzo's a little late.
Yeah, the funny thing is that as you were coming back in, Joe, you actually thought you might have spotted Lorenzo coming down the street, but murder in time called, so you just went back in.
Fair enough.
So murder in time called, so you just went back in.
And a friendly reminder from your shish kebabbed golden Dragonborn Paladin, we were all given healing potions.
Yes.
Set out on the
You don't need it. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
By the way, Paul, I need an initiative roll from you for bleeding.
By the way,
Paul, I need an initiative.
Yeah, I need to know on where in the order you bleed. Yeah, I need to know on where.
You can bleed. I just need to know when you bleed.
Precisely.
You can try to roll under 16 then.
I was going to say roll low.
Try to roll under 16 then.
I was going to say roll low.
I rolled a 7.
Nice. You're gonna bleed.
Good.
Nice.
Yep.
You're gonna bleed.
Good.
Nice.
And now the monsters. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay. And yeah, what the hell are these guys? Okay. Yeah. Yowza. Okay. So with that. Okay. So with that. Here we go.
Just to let you know, I don't see anything on the map.
Yeah, you're not on the map yet. You will be
Okay.
Yeah, you're not on the map yet.
You got blind.
Actually, let me drag and drop a token over for you real fast.
Dragon
Let
drop.
me drag and drop a token over for you real fast.
Runs. It's gonna be a fun evening, people.
Oh, it's gonna be like that, huh? Brick's gotta die next.
The puns will lessen the pain, I think.
We'll just build new characters.
The puns will lessen the pain, I think.
Hey, we could live stream that. It's totally fine.
For the record, I've never mentioned it, but I have a twin brother who's very similar to me, talks like me, has a lot of the similar features as me. We'll introduce you later if that's necessary.
It might be. We'll see. Okay, so first off, Graysoul, you watch in horror as Feldruucan just lunges, arches his back forward. You see something go through the back of his armor, and actually you see a hole in his chest from this. Blood gushing everywhere. Blood coming out of his mouth, and he just arcs down. You hear with a sickening wet. Something come out of his chest, and he slumps to the ground. And you turn, and suddenly, you sir, what is your AC?
17.
What is your AC?
17.
What is your AC?
We just found out the bad guys rolled higher than us. We just found out the bad guys rolled higher than us.
Yes, they did.
We just found out the bad guys rolled higher than us.
Yes, they did. You actually, in shock, you kind of stand there, and you feel something actually punch you in the chest. You kind of stand there, but it does not actually manage to get through your armor. But you don't see your assailant.
All right.
And then,
Somewhat comforting. All right. And then, somewhat comforting. All right.
yep, that is that. Tara, you're up. Yep, that is that. Tara, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Feldruucan.
Can we see Feldruucan, or are the curtains blocking our view? Can we see
The curtains are still up at the moment. The curtains are still up.
So have any of us actually seen what's happened to it?
You actually hear
I've
a
seen
loud scream in agony, and Graysoul kind of gives a
Screaming at
So, if you're doing Cure Wounds, you run over to him. So
Yeah, Cure Wounds is a touch.
Cure Wounds, you run over to him. So
Yeah, Cure Wounds is a touch.
Well, then I guess I run up to him and do it.
Make her run acrobatics and parkour over the table. That'd be cool. Make her run acrobatics and parkour over the table. That'd be cool.
You want me to do an acrobatics check?
That's what I'm gonna
No, never ask for more rolls.
Like a run and then like a jumping over a car kind of move, over the counter.
Well, you can actually move around the counter. You can actually just run around it normally.
Yeah, you're close enough that you can get to him.
Run around it normally.
Yeah, you're close enough. Unless you want to risk fate and roll a die.
Hard disagree. She has far too much charisma to walk around a counter. No way. No way.
Okay.
I'm a bard. I'm going to do a handspring over the counter.
Oh Lord. All right. So yeah, get an athletics check or an acrobatics check. All right. So yeah, get an athletics check or an acrobatics check.
Nice.
Yeah, I will say that you actually do plant one hand on the counter and swing your legs up and over it with quite athletic precision, and you throw the curtain open to find Feldruucan on the ground bleeding out, Graysoul standing there stunned with his weapon in hand, and nothing else in the room. And nothing else in the room.
It was way cooler that you did it that way.
Yeah.
It was.
It
No,
was way
it
cooler
absolutely
that you did
was.
it that way.
The rule
Yeah.
of cool.
No, it absolutely was.
The rule of cool.
So Tara, go on ahead and move your token too, so we know where you're at.
I'm sorry, I'm not seeing the map or my token. I'm sorry, I'm not.
Okay,
seeing the
zoom
map
out completely real quick. Let me just see if. Just check your settings here.
On
You
mine,
have
it's over.
sight.
Mine's is over to the right a little bit. It's like
line
middle.
of sight.
Mine's is over to the right. a little bit.
Aha. Okay.
Like
Yes.
middle. Mine's is
Found
over
me.
to the right.
Aha. And we're here. Found me. And we're here. Does that work? And we're here. Does that
Yes.
Cure wounds.
Yes.
Did you see
Okay.
the wounds to that?
Hey guys, I'm getting a report that we're getting a ton of reverb, not just from me, but from everybody. So if you have the stream open, please make sure that the tab is muted, and you should also have the stream closed anyway, because I don't want you looking at my screen.
And Greg, so I'm from 0 to 9 now, correct?
That is correct.
Math, get some.
Yep. You reach down and you reach into his chest, and actually with your magic, you stitch the holes in his chest back together. Organs and bones mend themselves, and suddenly he's back and whole again. All right. With that, Tara, your action is done. Brick.
The curtains are still up currently.
That is correct.
All right. So I've got a move action of 30 feet. How far? If I also want to less acrobatically jump over the counter, does that still count as like a? It's just my normal movement. It's a 5-foot square. I just have to make the acrobatic check for it to work.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Well, then let's try that, because I won't be able to be in a position otherwise to punch things. Where's my acrobatics? Big money, no whammy.
Or would that be athletics? You can,
Oh, sorry, acrobat. Oh, damn! You're about to see a 300 Dragonborn ballet his way over, pirouette over a. That's gonna be great.
I love it.
Scream War College as you go.
I'm assuming I made it, Greg. Can I assume that a 17 was enough to?
I would say that a 17 is good enough.
Hey, all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What are those tables in the middle of the room?
Those are chests.
Chests. All right. Well, let's get up and center here. What? As I'm going through the curtains, I'm just gonna tear them down.
Okay.
Or at least the one on the. If it's 2 sets of curtains, I'll tear the one on the south side down as I move through it. And
Okay.
What do I see here?
Okay. You let me see here. Yeah, you basically see. You come in. You see Gray Soul standing there, kind of stunned. You see Tara kneeling over Fel, and you don't really see anything else. Give me just like a round of perception checks real quick.
Nice.
I see a giant black dragonborn.
Yes, you see a giant black dragonborn. Okay. You know, the funny thing is that the one person that I really wanted to have here for this combat tonight is not here tonight. That's such a bummer for y'all. Graysoul, do you say anything about the impact that you felt on your chest?
Nothing is occurring to me to yell out. It was like a phantom bump, right? That's what you said?
Yeah, I mean, it felt like something was actually trying to attack you, but your armor held up.
I got nothing in the moment.
Okay, got nothing in the moment.
Am I conscious?
You are now conscious again. You will be able to get up and take action on your turn. Graysoul, speaking of turns, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm going to reach out and clap Brick on the shoulder here and give him some... Let's see, what's going to be good here? I'm going to give him some resistance.
Okay.
So if you have to make a saving throw, you can add a d4 to your roll. You can do that before or after.
Nice.
And then I'm going to position myself over... Are these chests on this carpet in here? On this oval purple carpet?
Yes, those are chests.
Okay. I'm going to move over to here.
Okay, so you move there. Got it.
And so I don't see any kind of combatant here?
You do not.
Okay. In that moment, I'll yell out, hey, something hit me, and I can't see where it is.
All right. Do you want to ready some sort of action or anything like that?
Was casting resistance that's my action?
Oh, that is your
Turn,
action.
I
Yes,
took my move. Yeah. So that will conclude my turn.
Got it. Okay, just verifying that the sound problems are completely gone. I heard that we were getting a crap ton of reverb on Facebook, but now it looks like that's fixed. So sorry about that. We are now done with the technical issues, I hope.
It may have been me not having a headset and just using my webcam.
Gotcha.
Video.
The enemy we're fighting is a sound demon, and we're just really into this game is what happened.
That's the one that we're fighting out of game, too.
Greg,
Birch, it is your turn.
Greg, real quick, I didn't take any action after moving unless the acrobat counted as that. Can I just ready my action if I didn't actually...
I'll let you ready your action, absolutely.
Okay.
Okay, yep, you ready in action. And what action is it that you'd like to ready?
Some sort of attack, probably breath weapon.
Okay, so you're not going to ask how big the room is. You're just going to cast fireball. Got it, or acid ball.
Acid. It's not acid ball. It's acid spray. I'm just going to cover everything in front of me in acid, and presumably there's some invisible creature that will get caught in it.
I mean, my
friend is nearly dead on the floor. I might be overreacting a bit, but we'll see. We'll see.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, then we'll have that ready to go. What is your trigger for that ready to action?
If any creature appears, or if anybody noticeably gets stabbed, if either Feld or Graysoul suddenly sprouts blood, I'm just gonna sort of spray out front. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm sure this one ends badly.
No, why would it? Birch.
All right. Well, there's lots of fun things I'd like to do, but I see nobody. So I'm going to climb on top of this counter so I can see right over everyone's head.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to climb up there as clumsily as you can be. I don't need to roll acrobatics. I'm going to get up on one knee and then and get up. And then I'm going to produce flame on the top of the stick and point it, and I'm holding a produce flame actually cast until I see motion.
Okay, so you are casting produce flame, so that means that you are now a light source. So give me 1 second. What is the, it's like a torchlight, right? 20 feet, 40 feet?
Yeah, it's not that impressive. It's, it's only a 10-foot radius of dim light. And additional 10 feet. Oh, no. It's bright light for 10 foot, and additional 10 feet is dim.
Okay, so it's 10 and 10. Got it.
Yeah.
Did the tearing down of the sheet do anything for our light situation? Curtains?
Yeah.
I was looking for?
Yes, the curtains. I mean, that you guys do now have light spilling into the room here. You guys should... that should be looking good for y'all at this point. I did just check, and the dynamic lighting is updated.
And us half-elves have dark vision, too.
Ah, yes, that's right. Well, looking around in the dark vision, you still don't see an assailant. I can tell you that. Okay, Birch, that is your action. Fel, you are you were dead for a second, and now you're alive.
I had a spiritual experience.
I met my god.
Yes, sir. Yes, you did.
With my perception roll of 19, am I aware of anything.
You definitely sense the presence of something directly behind you.
Directly behind where I was pushing. Oh, so
yeah,
directly,
like where you were facing the door, so something directly behind you.
Gotcha. And I felt that I got hit by one and glanced by a second. Correct?
That is correct.
All right. So I am.
Two attacks. Crap.
So
whoops.
I'm. Did it feel like when I was attacked, like it was coming from two different directions or from one?
No, it felt like you were getting attacked by one source.
Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. So then I am going to haul back, and with all my might in that space right behind me, I'm going to attack and bellow forth, "Die, fiend!"
Okay. So, and you are ping me where you want to swing or attack.
All right. What I would assume is directly behind me if I was facing it. Yeah.
Okay. Roll an attack roll with disadvantage, please.
Okay. Come on, roll for me. There we are. Oh, why did it do that? Let's see if I did that right. Oof.
Whew.
Oh, it went to.
Yeah.
That went twice.
Sadly, you actually do. Yeah. But as a 6th level character, you have 2 attacks. So both with disadvantage. And slashing about wildly, you do connect with nothing but air.
Except in this game, I'm only level 1. Sadly, I wish I was level 6.
Oh, damn it! Sorry about that.
I was like, is he giving us a freebie because you nearly died before combat started?
I had such a good.
I still have my mindset of
he died and then came back as Feldruucan the White.
I deeply wish I had all of those skills. I would be in much better stead at the moment.
Yeah, you wouldn't have.
I would have. It would have been.
You wouldn't have opted one hit. Yeah.
It would have been but a flesh wound.
But a flesh wound, indeed.
Someday.
So I swing and it makes contact with nothing.
That is correct. You swing and it makes contact with nothing. So with that, Lorenzo, you come up to the door to the lock shop, and you hear scuffling from inside, and then you suddenly hear, "Die, fiend!"
Do I recognize his voice?
Yeah, you do. You recognize it as one of your guys.
I will slip inside and see what's going on in here.
Okay. So, Lorenzo, I'm going to bring you into the room. You are now in. You see Birch standing on a counter. You see Kathy in the corner holding a gnome back. And you see everybody.
Nothing abnormal yet.
Around.
Nate sees nothing on a blank map, but...
Oh, shit. Hold on. Scroll out to your maximum so you can find us. But we're kind of like center bottom. Oh, and it also helps if I give you sight. There you go.
Yep, there we go. Now I can see.
Yeah, yay.
Okay, I'm in there. And I have no idea what's going on, and so I'm just going to hold my action in case something hits me. I'm going to try to swing at it.
Okay, so you draw your sword and you're ready for anything at this point.
I am ready for anything. So people are standing around and there's blood everywhere.
Okay. With that in mind, let's see. Lorenzo. Keegan. Let me just check one thing real quick.
Now they can see the map. This makes a lot more sense.
I like that you come in, you
Person's
see me
getting
on the
limber,
counter.
ready to go.
You see me on the counter, and you're like, not too suspicious.
I don't know. There's someone holding a dwarf there's someone holding a gnome over there. You're standing on a table with a staff.
Could be a party.
Is Birch going Coyote Ugly for us?
Yeah, right. Okay, so Keegan is actually just going to draw his dagger, and Katha is going to devote her turn to keeping him out of harm's way. She's going to stand guard over him since we don't have her here to do anything. I am now. Let's see. I have to look up one thing about necrotic damage because there's something that I know that I'm forgetting about it. Amazing Auto in the chat, by the way, is totally quoting Obi-Wan Kenobi right now.
Why, hello there.
Necrotic.
Man, I don't want to hear about necrotic damage. It's the last thing.
I remember the previous editions. What it used to do was that it would actually reduce your maximum hit point total, and you could only be fixed with greater restoration. We're gonna just say that that's not the case right now. So it's
that's very nice of you.
Yeah, especially because it's about to get gnarly.
Yeah, sometimes it's instant death, like not unconscious, but instant death.
Maybe it lost that ability along with its ability to be sensed by paladins.
Yeah, I'm gonna declare that just because I don't want to kill you guys yet. All right.
First boss fight. Oh.
Neutral damage. You suffered neutral damage.
Actually,
I'd just like to go on the record and say that I don't like that they're invisible. I've thought about it, considered it.
We'll submit a complaint.
Very bad, no good.
Yeah, we will submit a complaint. I'm going to randomize because I don't know who to attack.
Someone vacuum cleaning?
Wait, there's invisible things?
There's street cleaning outside the pub.
Not that you know of. You just walked in and we're doing something.
I know, everyone's standing around.
I want to make this official. I randomized this. My apologies in advance.
Uh-oh.
Tara, what's your AC? Lauren?
1-5.
15?
She doesn't want to tell you.
You actually do feel something clang up against you from behind, to your left. But it does not pierce your armor.
Okay.
You actually do feel like something kind of grab you and try to pierce your leather, but it doesn't seem to get a good purchase.
Okay, that's super close to me. Do I see?
You actually do see like her shoulder, something like almost like something crumple the shoulder of her armor, her leather armor.
Okay.
And then something punch her in the back, but the armor holds.
Can I unleash my held produce flame then?
Sure.
Is it at disadvantage?
Yes. And is it a reflex save or an AC?
It's whatever kills you fastest. Hold on. It's going to be a cast, so it's going to be an AC thing. I'll just press it twice to speed things up.
Okay, there you go. Oof. Yeah. Unfortunately, the disadvantage means that you do shoot at the wall, and it hits the wall, and then kind of sparks out.
Darn that disadvantage.
Yep, darn that disadvantage. You guys got to find something creative to try and make this thing visible to y'all. I'm just dropping a little pearl of wisdom there. I'm just going to drop that in.
We've all had like half a turn. There'll be time for
There's only
cleverness.
something that we could spray the room with. No, we're not going to do that.
All right.
Does
Tara,
anybody
you're
have
up.
a bag of flour?
Well, I can. Tara, it is your turn, and are you asking that in game?
No. Usually I have a character with brewing supplies, but this time I don't. Okay. Is it my turn?
It is.
Okay. Then to my left, where I felt the thing hit me, I'm going to slash out with my rapier.
Okay.
Oh, that doesn't look like that went well.
Well, then you rolled damage. You didn't roll an attack.
Oh, oops. Am I doing disadvantage as well?
Yes, please.
And is that
And ping where you're swinging.
Oh, okay. I'm swinging here.
Okay.
And then tell me again how I do disadvantage on this.
Give me a wisdom check. Okay. You realize that the attack came from here more than the one than directly behind you. So you adjust your attack accordingly.
Okay.
Yeah, and just roll your d20 to attack twice.
Okay.
Oh, hot damn.
Nice.
There you go. Yeah, you actually do manage to connect, and you feel the tip of your rapier find purchase and sink into something.
Leave it
What's
in
that?
there.
With just the tip?
More than just the tip. You gave it the whole shaft.
This is a family show, people. Come on. Come on.
Down to the hilt.
We've got a baby in the room. Be an
There's a
adult
baby.
here.
It's fine.
My
It's fine.
God.
We're talking about rapiers. What are you talking about?
Kids got to learn at one point, right? Okay.
Yes, he needs to learn to fence. Sooner rather than
Absolutely.
later.
And how you fight invisible monsters. So with that, you actually do manage to sink in, and you see a trickle of some sort of silvery fluid coming out of the hole that you just produced seemingly in midair. I will give everybody the opportunity to attack the spot with a perception check for aim. So, Brick, with that, you are up.
I'm going to take the curtain that I had ripped down, that bottom half, and just sort of chuck it, spread it out over that area where she just stabbed.
Okay. So you're going to try and Charlie Brown ghost it?
Yeah.
Alrighty then. With that, give me a. We're going to do opposed dex checks here. Give me a dex check.
All right.
Yeah, you totally get it. You actually do see the curtain flutter, and where you think that it would actually just fall to the ground, it seems to take. It lands and gives contour to a seemingly humanoid shape. You now have like a couple of seconds to attack it before
Attack! I will not. I will. In this brief moment from last round, I've reconsidered my idea of using acid breath in a small confined space involving lots of my friends, and we'll go with the much more classic Warhammer attack.
Alrighty. The classic Warhammer. Well,
that's to hit.
The solution to every problem is not throwing acid at it.
Wait, did you cover it with a curtain and then bonk it on the head?
We're going to say that you managed to cover it with the curtain, and that's going to be your turn.
Okay.
Do we have a
Little
toy
bunny-
to represent the covered enemy?
You get a little bunny foo-foo at next round.
All right. That's right, Bunny. There's a lot of foo coming your way.
You can't manipulate things as a bonus action?
Well, that was an actual action in order to pick up the curtain and then
Fair enough.
move and then be able to throw it like a thrown weapon, an improvised thrown weapon. So that there's a lot to that. And actually, Brick, you should adjust yourself to not be where you are standing currently. I'm gonna.
He was just to the left, right? So I moved up to chuck
one
it.
more over.
All right.
One more over. If you want to get the clean shot. And
Kafloosh.
what layer am I on? GM overlay. Okay, good.
Yeah, show us your GM overlay. Show us your secrets, Greg. I'm not above
Well,
cheating.
now you actually can see that there is a creature, an ugly mofo.
A creepy ass creature.
Mm-hmm.
Can I zoom in on this? I can.
Yeah.
That's creepy looking.
It's a dude with sharp, pointy finger things. All right.
Although right now it just looks like a red floating curtain.
Yeah, although right now it does look like just a red floating curtain.
Touche.
I don't have a red floating curtain token, so
You did not think ahead, Greg.
I know. I'm such a terrible dungeon master.
The realism of this game has been lost.
Yes, because walking fire-breathing dragon, ruin that does not ruin the immersion of reality, but you not having a red curtain token does.
Two dragons walk into a bar. The first dragon says it's hot in here. The second dragon says, "Close your mouth."
I appreciate that one. Graysoul, it is your turn, sir.
I am going to, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. All right. I'm going to move myself over to here so that we can get this thing flanked.
You do actually go through the corner of the staircase with that, and so I'm going to have him give you. He does get an attack of opportunity on you.
Even with a curtain over him, he can see through it.
I thought
he
the
can
attack of
feel
opportunity was only when you left.
Oh, fair enough. All right.
You're going to have to squeeze past him, so he does get the opportunity to stab at something that's literally squeezing past him.
Okay.
Ooh. Yeah, Matt, you actually do like see it, and you try to push past it. Suddenly, through the curtain, out comes something. The curtain, part of the curtain explodes like a gunshot went through it. You feel something catch you in the gut, and it does drop you. You take 14 damage.
All right.
Whew! Should have gone with the acid breath.
Greg, did you say that that those who are around it get an attack of opportunity based on perception?
Well, your turn is coming up in a moment here, so you will not get an attack of opportunity based on perception, but you will be able to make an attack roll. But that was to spot him bleeding, and now that you see Charlie Brown in front of you, now that you see somebody Charlie Browning it in front of you, you absolutely can go ham without needing any sort of extra stuff. But you also do see Graysoul try to squeeze through and totally just get shanked. Actually, you know what? He doesn't get that. The necrotic only works if it's a sneak attack. Okay, so you actually are not dropped. Pardon me, I've misread that on the notes. You still take 5 damage though, so you are in not great shape. But you do manage to get through.
Okay.
Yeah, you do manage to get through, and if you want to take a shot at him, go ham, sir.
I would like to take a shot at this guy. He's very rude.
Yep.
What?
Now that we got him flanked, I do that with advantage, right?
You would actually have to be over one more to your left in order to be flanked. But you would have advantage if you did that.
Okay.
So
I've only moved 25 feet, so I can get this extra 5.
Yep. There you go. And now you are flanking.
Let's attack this guy. Now, is it Control or Alt that you hold down to do a roll with advantage?
Shift to roll with advantage. Shift and click the attack icon.
Ha, got it. All right. How's a 16 strike you?
16 hits. 16 strikes hard.
Take all 3 of that damage.
That's a hit, a most palpable hit.
Fist of Rage.
You crack him across what must be the back of the head because it's a solid shot. You hear a crack and like but no noise of pain or anything like that, which is really interesting. It doesn't seem to be making any noise, but you do hear the ruffling of curtains and like it grabs at the back of its head. Birch.
Could you describe the curtain that's over his head? Would you describe it as old and dry?
Oh, God.
We're gonna burn down the building. And it's not gonna be my fault. Yes, yes.
I mean, the floor is like stone, right? The floor is stone.
No, the floor is wood. So are the walls.
Oh.
So is the counter.
Huh. Does that affect my plans?
No, of course it doesn't.
It might not.
No, it doesn't.
I don't have a rope, so I guess I'm gonna have to
Well,
just.
this guy has stone.
And
colored
that's how they
wood,
didn't
right?
die. 'Cause
I'm
they didn't
gonna.
have a
I'm
rope.
gonna. I'm gonna. I'm gonna back up.
Hey, chat. Do you think it's a good idea to set this thing on fire in the middle of a wooden building?
He's got a fireplace. This is his deal, not mine.
Chad seems.
Let's see what the chat says.
I am taking steps, so I'm back against this wall now.
Oh Lord.
Okay, well, you're. Oh God. All right.
And I'm going to produce a flame on top of my staff. And I'm going to grab it. And I'm going to throw it at his feet near the phrase on the bottom of the curtain. Look, water exists. It'll be fine.
So I've got to make a reflex save?
No, you're going to take it and like it is what's going to happen.
Oh God.
Water exists.
Was a 16
will be
hit?
fine.
16 hits.
He suffered 4 fire damage.
Okay, at this point, the curtain goes up. It's old, it's dry, it quickly goes up. You do see it start to writhe in panic.
Does it
Just
become
in
more
time to
visible
felt
as it
for felt.
burns?
It curtains for you, Rocky curtains. Feldruucan, it is your turn.
Just in time for. Yeah.
Would you like to retort?
Oh, I would.
Point counterpoint.
I meant take this fiend. Do I roll standard or with advantage?
I will. You don't have anybody flanking directly across from you, so I will let you roll just a standard attack.
Gotcha. Let that go. There we go. Oof.
Yeah, so you actually stab, you take the edge of your glaive and you stab into the curtains, and you think you might have found purchase as you're twisting it around, but then you realize that all you're doing is slicing up the curtain itself. In the frame. Yeah, you only managed to wound the curtain, not so much the creature within.
It's curtains for you.
Yeah.
Oh, curtains.
All right.
Do we get XP for killing the curtain?
Yes, you will. Lorenzo. We have to
All right,
pick the
everyone's
curtain.
stabbing this
Yeah.
curtain thing, so I want to get in on this.
Right, this burning curtain thing, this flaming curtain
Yeah.
creature.
Now, I will have flanking on this side, right?
You will not have flanking. You don't have anything opposite you. The way flanking.
Oh, I thought he moved up to attack right there. So.
No, he's got a reach weapon. The way.
Okay.
Just so, actually, with a reach weapon, you would have flanking. Pardon me.
And just be clear, you're jumping up on a countertop to do this.
Oh, then I'll make it really cool as I jump up there and stab down.
All right.
Give me an athletics check or an acrobatics, whichever you got better.
Acrobatics.
I would just like to point out.
I make this look good.
Oh. So Lorenzo coming from the doorway, literally just without even like doing a hand plant, just jumps and gets a 3-foot vertical, and just hops up onto the counter like it's nothing, runs down the counter
Rapier.
and plunges his sword into the curtains.
And I have advantage. It's shift for advantage, right?
That's correct.
For the record, as far as you know, this is the weirdest pinata ever. Like,
Oh.
you don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
It's a birthday party. What are you doing?
Roll your damage. Roll your damage.
And
Woo.
damage. There we go.
Oh yeah. You actually get it, and you feel like you might get it right through the neck, because as it's twitching and thrashing in the flaming curtain, suddenly it goes limp, and you realize that it's only being held up by the blade of your sword.
Right down through the top as I come down.
So it stops moving. And guys, just in 5th edition, just to clarify, the flanking rules are that you have flanking with somebody if you can draw a straight line from you, and it goes from one end of the creature through the opposite either side or corner. So it's no longer catty corner off center advantage. It's got to be directly across. So just keeping that in mind for future rulings. Yeah, you end the poor creature and put it out of its misery. Yeah.
Welcome back.
Are we
Hey guys, miss me?
presumably out of combat at this point?
No, there's a second one.
No, there's no second one. There's the gnome. The gnome is the only other creature involved.
If after a few moments I don't see anybody else getting attacked, I'm going to grab the burning curtain and toss it towards the door, where presumably our druid can pick it up and toss it outside the door.
I mean, you could put it in the fireplace.
Oh, there's a fireplace. Duh. I will toss it. I bundle it up quickly, toss it towards the door.
I put out the fire and try to hang it back up like it's cool. Oh,
so you're literally going to bundle it up as it's on fire and then toss it into the fireplace?
No,
is that
of
like?
course.
I mean, is the floor actually wood or is it stone?
It's wood. Oh no,
Then,
no.
Then yes, I do not want to leave it here on the wood. We will.
But the counter is wood. The floor is stone. Sorry
Okay, well then we'll leave it there and we'll just try to stomp it out. Stomp it out. Yeah. There's a couple of Dragonborn. We're big. We can stomp it out. And the
all right,
corpse
give me
underneath.
dex saves to see if you catch yourself on fire or injure yourself while doing that.
Oh great!
Yes,
I killed the whole party.
The answer is yes. No! Natural 20! I'd belly flop onto it. Smother it immediately.
You stop, drop, and roll and put it out immediately.
I wasted a 20 on putting out a fire. Boo!
Hey, we'll take it.
I will take it, I know.
A for effort.
Keegan it's now Keegan's turn, and he's like, my curtains! Wait, is it dead?
Now that it's out, I'll get off of him and pull off the curtain and see what we have.
What you have is a very interesting sight. You don't actually see a body, but you do see blood, rivulets of silvery blood-like fluid running out of various wounds, and you do smell burning flesh. But this, and as you're standing there watching or looking at it, it's almost like something shimmers into existence, and you see a dull gray monstrous figure with large claws, kind of come into existence, and it's dead, clearly dead. Yeah, it's a dull gray-skinned naked humanoid with some sort of natural camouflage that renders it invisible when alive.
Keegan, you devious sausage, you have some explaining to do.
Sausage.
Wow. All right. Help me, please. These creatures, they came from the city below. They kidnapped my nephew. They have my nephew. They made me give them a skeleton key to every lock I've ever sold. And they've been kidnapping people for months now. They come from below. I don't know what they bring them down for. But they come out of the shop at night during the new moon, or when the weather is bad. They go out and they grab people and they haul them back down through here. And they say that I have to cooperate with them or they'll kill my nephew.
So their entrance is through this building is where they're coming out of?
Yes. He walks over to where Feldruucan is standing. And hits like a little switch, and a door slides open underneath the staircase. He said, "This leads down to the lost gnomish enclave of Zadarun. Is the last known entrance to the city. I haven't been down there in generations, not since I was a child. I didn't even know that this existed here in the shop until before this structure, stood before I came. But this is, to my knowledge, this is the last known entrance down."
Do you know what was here before you moved in? What the building was used for? Okay.
I believe it was a merchant of magical wares. That's what they built down in the city. Believe me, the surprise, the shock that I experienced when these creatures came out from below, them and their smaller devilish companions, they come out in team. He's clearly very shaken up and at the point of babbling.
Were these the creatures that were speaking to you, or were the devilish creatures that accompanied the ones who threatened you?
These taller creatures, they would wear hoods so I could actually see a form, but it was the smaller ones that would do the talking.
Can the druid or the paladin do a wisdom check and see if you recognize what sort of creature this is? Is this something you might have run across before?
Or would this be history or arcana?
I would actually say that something like this, knowledge of an Underdark creature, Katha could take a stab at it, but she's not here. She could also, or I would give.
I mean, if you don't think anybody would know, that's fine. We can just skip it. I was just curious. I was thinking it might be magical or.
I'll give Birch a roll. Birch, if you want to roll, I'll give you a roll.
What do you want me to roll?
Nature.
Well, I could do that. Not well.
It's a big red thing,
you
guys.
know that there's a lot of crazy stuff down in the Underdark.
So here's my thought. We charge downstairs and destroy an entire city of bad guys, or maybe we grab this body here and we carry it to the captain we just met and explain how all the things are being kidnapped.
I mean, that seems reasonable, but I kind of want to go see the Underdark and kill some things.
If we were to take it anywhere, we should take it to the Church of Helm and see what sort of research we have on such things.
We should definitely alert the city guard. As awesome as it would be to check out the Underdark, I'd like to do it with an army. If there's a bunch of invisible claw stabby things running around.
I'm fine with going to the Underdark, just us, but it'd be nice if we had an army outside this building so no more can escape and steal children while we're gallivanting down there.
I turned to the gnome. I'm like, are you expecting? So what was this one doing here now? Are you expecting more tonight?
Watching me. It was there to watch me to make sure that I stayed compliant and to warn anybody else if anybody was snooping around and made any discoveries. It won't be long if this one does not report in. It won't be long before they all know below what is going on. That something has happened. Please, I beg you, they will kill my nephew if this one does not report in.
All right. Well, we can run outside, get someone to grab the guard, have them come here, and the gnome can fill them in when they get here, and we can start our way down into the Underdeep. If people are down with that.
Katha begrudgingly is like, I'll get the guard, and I'll stay here and make sure that and keep an eye out for anything that comes this way.
And I tell her to send word to send a runner to the Church of Helm as well to give them an update.
She nods. Yeah, absolutely. So she takes off.
And we need to ask
And she looks at Keegan and she says, "I will be back in a few minutes."
Keegan, what is your nephew's name, and does he have anything we would be able to denote him by?
Oh, yeah. Good call.
I had this written down, and I'm trying to find my notes right now, and they don't want to load. Give me a second, and I will have that back for you.
You don't remember what your nephew looks like? My God.
Dude.
What kind of uncle are you, you monster? You're the
It's
true
his
monster here.
name. Tirvan Jorl, Asmi, Shellen, Kilscar, Kaflin, Griffin, Sandra,
Now you're just saying words.
Tembor. No, these are all the people taken. Ilruth, Devon, Janir, Lothran, Sandra.
Jasper.
Give me a minute and I'll generate it, and I will remind you what remember what the name is.
Oh, well, if it's a gnome, that'll narrow it down. Hold on, I don't think any gnomes have been taken. There's a halfling. There's a dwarf.
No, he's not on the list. He's not been reported as missing.
Oh, you're right. It would have been Jasper. You're fast. That was good.
I lean in and I ask him, you must have been tormented day and night by this threat. Do you have anything that would assist us in dispatching them and finding your nephew?
I do. I do have something that may help you. He says, please give me one moment. He scurries upstairs.
The only thing of value I have are my curtains. It's a real.
Yeah, he darts upstairs, and he says that his nephew's name is Davryn, Davryn. You hear him go upstairs, go into a room, a door opens, a door closes. Moments later, he comes back out and comes down with what looks to be a rolled up piece of parchment. When he hands it to you, Feldruucan, you realize that it's not parchment so much as it is leather. You unroll it.
Oh.
That is usually called vellum.
Yes. And it is he says this is a map of the city below.
I'm just over here Googling vellum. That's a really good use of. I didn't know that one.
I thought it was going to turn out
beautiful.
to be like gnome skin that some evil creature had used for.
No. But you guys can see the map.
Oh my
Yes.
goodness.
This is a map of the city. The staircase in the center is where this exit is.
All right.
Yeah, I look at all of us level 1 fighters and I think, let's go into a dungeon of bad guys.
This will be fine. How many monsters could possibly be in there?
How many of them are invisible?
Look
With
at all these
necrotic-
rooms. They've got doors. We can lock the door. We can barricade the door. We can sleep. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Oh boy.
It's gonna be fine, guys. Or
Okay.
some of you will die, or I'll die. But you know what? That's life.
I ask him, have you journeyed down there, and can you tell us anything of the space below the city?
I have not been down there in years and years and years. And they would not allow me to go down, obviously, because they don't want me trying to rescue my nephew. I don't know where he is down there, but he is somewhere down there. I can tell you that, like I said, there are two kinds of creatures that have been committing these horrible kidnappings. One of them, I kind of denote them as tall ones and short ones. The tall ones are like this, and he spits on the corpse of the creature at his feet here, and the other ones are shorter ones, and they have hooves instead of feet. They all wear black cloaks and cowls when they come out at night. They do seem to share a common language that I don't understand. And if they have a leader, I definitely haven't seen anything like that. It seems like they come up here with an objective, they go out, and they come back with their ill-gotten gains.
Do the short ones walk on 2 legs or 4?
Yes, they do. 2.
Okay.
Now, the Zadaroon was a small enclave of gnomish artificers and builders and spellcrafters. They created. It was a place where magic items were made. It was abandoned 75 years ago after a plague called the Vanishing swept through it. The disease caused several of Zadaroon's residents to slowly fade away into nothingness. I don't know if that plague is still active or not, but it was magical in nature. And the other thing you must know, the doors in Zataroon are gear shaped. They're designed to roll from one side to the other. As it is a gnomish city, we have an affinity for the toothy round objects. Many of them bore traps that only gnomes could pass through safely.
What kind of traps?
So you're saying you want to come with us?
No, I do not say I wish to come with you.
Perhaps you can point us in the direction of a gnome who might help us bypass such traps in our efforts to rescue your nephew.
I'm just over here reeling in the fact that the gnomes are really into steampunk.
Yes. No, the gnomes are total steampunk.
I got the Fallout music playing in my head right now.
Yeah. I want to change my whole thing, man.
Well, he says, I don't know any other gnomes that would be willing to go. This is quite sudden and insane, rather. Out of game. How do you want to? Are you going to try and force him to come down, or are you guys going to try to charm him? Is there any sort of like?
I don't think it's going to be helpful to force him to come with us.
Yeah, I feel like he's a liability in a lot of ways because he's not going to hold his own very well.
Well, but do we have how good? If he's good with locks, he should be good with traps, right? I mean, he knows. We don't have anyone with gnomish knowledge.
He's a wizard, not a rogue. I'm just putting that out there.
And we have a rogue.
So
What we do?
He kills people.
What? So
I think
the locks that you build today that you sell, you said they had you give them a skeleton key. Are these locks that you make similar to the locks that gnomish culture uses normally? Like, do you have some sort of skeleton key that you could give us that might unlock some of these doors?
No, I don't have any sort of keys. It's a completely different set and style of lock.
Okay.
This is I build surface locks, and these are very, very different.
I take a knee by him and I say, I will not force you to go, but you are no more safe up here than your nephew is down there. I will not ask you a second time, and I will not shame you. But if you wish to see your nephew safe, I would say he will be more likely to survive if you are with us than if you sit up here waiting for our return.
Make a persuasion check.
I get all steamy for that dragon.
Oh boy.
You go with us, good, not go bad.
You are clearly far superior warriors than I am. I am not a fighter, and I must admit that it is shameful, but I know that I am not capable of being able to go down there and do what you do. That what you just did, pointing at the body, he says, that is something that is beyond me. I can't. The sight of blood is quite upsetting.
What other gnomes do we know?
Yeah, are we gonna go alert the town guard about needing to protect this area?
Our dwarven warrior would have did that. Yeah,
to do that.
Yeah.
I
So
guess
look,
we could look for another gnome.
If we go downstairs and we get stuck, we can just come back up and say, hey, how do we get past this part, right? I mean, it's
well,
not like
but
we're
the
going...
idea is if they're trapped, we come back up and one of us is dead, and we're like, let's go get a resurrection spell.
But I think at this point we basically got to get going down there because we know basically time is of the essence to not have an alarm raised.
I guess we go and just hope that we can find alternate ways to get, or the doors aren't locked because they're not expecting anybody to be down there other than themselves. it's possible a lot of the doors are open.
Can we search the body of this creature and see if there's any kind of keys, devices?
Well, he wasn't. He was naked, right? He was like a naked gray humanoid. So, I mean, if
Yeah,
you want to go
but-
digging, go for it. But I'm not.
Do it, Birch.
Oh God! Oh God!
Like,
You're
is
gonna-
there,
you're
you know
gonna
what I
do it.
mean? Like something.
What did he have for breakfast?
Tickle them ivories, you know?
That was
Bring them guts.
I just meant crack his rib cage, ripped out his stomach, and cut it in half and see what's in there.
When I was very young, I did a D&D campaign with my family and some family friends, and I was constantly trying to loot corpses. And we had killed some wolves, and again, I was like, I'd like to check the corpse for gold. And the DM, this older woman, finally got pissed off. She's like, "Fine, you've got fleas. You've got fleas. They're biting you all over. Take 4 damage." I was like, "Ah, just leave the body alone, man. It's not worth it."
My barbarian always inspects corpses for souvenirs because she's making a necklace.
Oh, all right.
There you go. All right, so you could Gray Soul, you could force him down there. You do realize that you could potentially force him down there, or if someone was able to cast like a magical charm, they could, but you don't have anybody that is
Hint, hint, hint.
like that.
Those are two options that you
Making a
have.
funky tune.
I will throw Feld a side eye and sort of be like, "Do you want me to try? You've tried good cop. Do you want me to try bad cop?"
Lawful neutral over here.
All right.
I,
Well-
I
Let's try the less polite way of doing this.
I go over to guard the door.
I will get over
boy.
him and sort of hunch down and do the whole sort of like mild acid dripping thing, and being like, "We don't have an option. You're going to come with us, and you can come with us in one piece, or." And I'd like to do an intimidation check on him.
Go for it.
Come on, bad cop.
Ooh, bad cop. Okay. He's gonna hold on a second. Let me give him just like a wisdom save against this. But you are being dead serious, of course, right?
Oh no, I absolutely.
Yeah.
We will murder him if he doesn't come with us.
Well, I did not say that. I implied that acid might be involved
In his future.
and perhaps he'd like to be able to use all of his limbs.
You said you were going to bring him in parts. I don't
I'm
know.
not gonna murder him.
He is technically complicit in a litany of
Right.
crimes.
Yeah, talk to him about that.
You've known for how many months that these people have been kidnapping not just your nephew, but dozens and dozens of innocent people, and you've kept your mouth shut. And I get it. He's your nephew, right? But bigger picture here, there's a lot of people.
I tried to resist them. At first, I refused. And you know what they did? He reaches into his pouch. He reaches into his vest, and he pulls out a piece of fabric, and he hands it to you. And he says, "This is what they did to my nephew." And he hands it to you, Brick.
What am I looking at here? Just blood soaked
Do you
or
open
something?
Do you open up the fabric? Yes. There's
Oh,
blood, there's blood.
it's containing something. Yes, I will open up the fabric
Is it a
Okay, hold
finger?
on.
or a toe.
That is what they did to him.
Is it a finger?
It's a finger.
Oh.
I nod and I fold it back into the cloth and give it back to him. And look, you can help us save your nephew, or I'm not
How do we
about.
know that's the nephew's finger?
Well, I don't. But
How do we know that's not the finger of one of the kids that got stolen while you were sitting here saying nothing?
They gave this to me. I've had that since they first came.
Do you even know if that's a real finger? Have you tasted it?
What?
Just like
You're mad.
It's not my idea. It was his idea.
Guys, look, I'm not interested in taking help from someone who's abetted the kidnapping of how many of our fellow residents.
Well, I'm
Screw
not
this
interested in
guy.
dying to a gnomish trap.
We got this. We're fine. Look, we've
If we're
survived.
on
two days.
clock, it's to save this nephew, right?
Yes.
Look, you're a gnome. I can tie you up and just carry you down. And if you don't want to help us, I will simply put you in front of us. So if there's a trap, you'll be the first to die. I don't really care. My friend has died once already tonight. I'm not really in the mood for this shit.
We don't have to go down right now, is where I'm at. If he's not emboldened enough to go try to save his nephew, as he's let possibly many other people die.
He goes back to one of the chests here, opens it up, and he pulls out a crossbow and a strap of bolts. Straps it to his arm, straps to his leg. He has a dagger. He says, "Allow me to fetch my spell book."
Look who's a little badass over here.
No. 2 of us are going with him. He does not leave our side. I will go with him. Someone else come with me.
All right, he goes upstairs into his bedroom, and he goes over to a chest laying next to his that sits next to his bed. He opens up. He says, "Turn away just one moment, please. May I have just some discretion?"
No.
Fine. He flips something. You hear like a click, and the bottom drawer opens, and he pulls out a leather-bound tome. And he closes it back up and says, "Fine."
All right, let's go.
I'm answering a question real quick.
While this is all going on, I lay hands on myself to heal my last 2 points of damage.
Okay. And Graysoul's looking pretty beat up too. So
Yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm feeling like a 5.
yeah, you're looking like a 2. So yeah. He comes
Not
back
true. I have a
after-
nice charisma score.
Yeah, except when you're bleeding all over the place. Okay. Lorenzo, you open up the door to the north here. It's a kitchen.
So I lay my hands on you for 3 points of healing.
Thank you, my friend. That feels very nice.
I was just looking around to see if you had like an office of some sort with paperwork.
Actually, pardon me. You know what? That's not the kitchen. This is his workshop. Unlike the front of the store, the contents of this room are not neatly arranged. The stout-legged wooden table and matching stool stand at odd angles in the room, and tiny mechanisms and tools litter the tabletop. The floor itself is cluttered with upright kegs holding tiny gears, screws, metal lock casings, tumblers, springs, and keys. A bucket of coal and a short-handed spade and a small iron oven equipped with a miniature bellows occupy the far corner of the workroom. A lantern rests on another stool near your door, and there is a candle burning on the table. And that basically just it's a storeroom. So
Okay.
all right, very well. Then I am ready. If we must do this, I am ready.
Did anybody now? I'm not hurting for hit points. I've only used 1 spell slot. Did anybody want to do a rest?
I'm fine. I haven't taken any damage.
I'm ready.
I have all my spells available.
Yeah, let's rest within.
So who has dark sight? Who needs to lead?
I do.
All right. So the two of you will lead our party and have what, 1 dragonborn up front, 1 dragonborn in the back.
Ooh, a dragon witch.
You know what?
I'll
I'm going
write
to take
up-
that lantern from the workroom and just bring that with me.
Okay.
All right.
You're going to take the lantern? All right,
Yep.
so the lantern, give me a second. I'm going to make sure that you're generating light.
Fel, do
gonna-
you want to be up front and I'll take the back?
Yeah, because I've got reach, so
I'm
I
gonna
can
light
strike
up.
over top of them if something attacks us from the front.
Gotcha.
Greg, I'll light up my staff as well with produce flame. Just kind of keep that going.
Okay.
I'm gonna give resistance to everybody to give them a D4 on a saving throw check. Should that?
Okay.
How long does it last? Just a single check, or?
It's for
Yeah.
the next check for the
Oh.
duration of the spell.
Wow, what's that?
Probably
That's
only
awesome.
lasts for a minute. So I guess
Oh,
before we go through
Maybe-
any doors,
Yeah,
There
there
you
we
I
go.
want to do some guidance action.
yeah, good call. Good
Some
call.
resistance. But yeah, I can give you ability check bonus, or I can give you a saving throw bonus of a D4. So if you're feeling like you want the magic touch, let me know.
You know, while we're
Okay.
doing this, I can
You're doing this?
I can do a bardic inspiration as well. If you want to feel real.
Sing us a song for us
What?
to go down into the dark.
I don't know if I can only do. Can I only do one person, one creature, or any amount? It just says, as a bonus action, a creature other than you within 60 feet that can hear you gains an inspiration die. That's 1d6. For 10 minutes, the
1d6,
creature can add it to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Is it a
We have
cantrip
to-
ability?
It's a 10-minute window.
Or knowing the outcome. Was that?
If it's a cantrip, you could probably do it to multiple people. They just have to use it within 10 minutes.
I can do it twice.
Oh, it's an actual spell slot?
I think it has to be an action.
It's a
that-
bardic.
All right,
Yeah, so
yeah,
bardic
then
inspiration is
hold
one of
on
those
to it
things
for
where you
now
only
until
have
we
to
hit
pass per
something.
day. Yeah. Hold on until you need it, because you guys might be down there a lot longer than 10 minutes. Okay.
Hold on until
I
our
am,
reluctant rogue needs to pick something.
Now, can I get? So what is the marching order? Just so I have it.
Feld
Who-
and one of our
I'll go up
Our
front since
dark
I've got a pretty decent AC.
there you go.
Okay. So, Graysoul, are you going to be leading the way?
I guess so.
Woohoo!
Let the healer walk boldly in front.
Yeah. All right. That's what you guys. That's what y'all want to do.
Is the
Well, I'm astride one of our Dragonborn.
I would assume Feld would be with him.
Right.
If there's space to go two abreast, it
is
should be
two
the two of them.
abreast?
You guys can fit two abreast. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
If
So
not,
Feld and
I'll jump
Graysoul.
on his shoulders and just kind of like point and let him know.
All
I'll
right.
come in the
Who's
middle
next?
there.
You had me in two
Okay.
breaths.
Lorenzo.
I'll be along with Lorenzo.
Okay. That means
Watch
we
your
got
pockets.
Birch and Keegan and Brick. And I think that Brick you should probably take up. You should be in the rear.
Yes.
Keegan between you, like something like this, right?
Yes. So I can keep an eye on
Excellent.
him since I'm the one
Before
threatening
we
him.
head down, did our companion return
Which companion?
with the
Katha?
guards?
She is. You're assuming that she's on her way back. She said she would be, but she won't be joining you down there. She said that she'd be watching over the shop, waiting for anything to come up that's not you.
She can catch up with us later.
Yeah. She is. Madam not appearing in this episode. So.
Today, the role of
All right.
Cat will be played by
That is correct.
the
Okay.
invisible woman.
Pardon me a moment. Good. I'm on the objects and tokens layer.
Time for a dungeon.
Ah. Y'all going crawling through a dungeon.
Ah, yes, boy.
Why we're here. This is why we're here.
Yeah, boy.
Time to get that XP.
All right.
I've never
Oh.
went through a
Your
dungeon at
GP
level
or
1
your
before.
HP?
Level 1, all this feels dumb. All of it. Level
be
1,
fine.
you go to a tavern, you meet some people,
You
We
punch a
did
guy in
that.
the face,
Oh,
you
we're
level
not
up.
level 2 yet.
you go to bed,
Yeah.
you level up. You know?
You kill 10 rats, but not all at the same time.
We had a street fight. We did reconnaissance in a tavern.
Yep.
We talked to many people.
played a concert,
Your
won an arm
taxes.
wrestling concert
Right.
contest. Yeah.
We did our taxes.
Literally solve the mystery of the disappearing people.
All right.
Right,
We're like
we have
level
the
four.
Bard and
With
the Dragonborn. We could
What-
get an arm wrestling concert going.
An arm wrestling concert. Yeah, it was a concert and an arm wrestling contest. We battled a bureaucramancer.
The door slides open. A stone staircase, its steps shrouded with cobwebs and dust, descends 20 feet to a 10-foot square landing, then bends right and plunges into darkness.
And fade to black.
Oh, that's right. I don't have you guys on this. Here we go.
Yeah, I was wondering. Are we supposed
Helps
to
if
see?
you move the players.
Do you want to do our midstream break before we go headlong into
Actually,
the dungeon?
Perfect time. This is a perfect time for a midstream break, so we will take that break now. Let's take 5.
Don't cross the stream.
We'll be back in 5 minutes, y'all. If you're enjoying the episode, please do me a favor and let us know in the chat if you guys are digging this. Also, don't forget, folks in the chat, if you like what the players are doing, if you think that they're playing their characters really well, or if they've got a really great idea, you can reward them with inspiration once per game. As in, you, the person, can give 1 inspiration to one of these characters. So if you dig something they're doing, let me know, and I will reward them with advantage on a roll. All right. With that, we will be back in 5.
Oops, I was on mute.
Oh my god, we're so tiny.
All right, we are back. This is This should give you an impression of just how big this place is, guys. You're in for a treat. You are back with your press ganged gnome assistant, and I would strongly recommend everybody. You know what your movement is per turn, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
What your movement speed is? Good.
Standard
Okay.
walking speed. Mhm.
Standard walking speed. I am going to allow you guys to start moving everything on your own. Okay.
Outside of combat, we don't need to.
Yep.
We can all do it at the same time. You don't care, or should we be doing it person by person by person, just in case there's surprises?
Let's have our guy. We'll do it row by row. How about that?
All right.
Boy, does
Okay.
that feel like a trap.
Oh, there are many. Don't worry. So, you guys are in the first area. A stone staircase, its steps shrouded with cobwebs and dust, descends 20 feet to its 10-foot square landing, then bends to the right and plunges into darkness. As Grey Soul and Feldruucan, as you two are the ones in the front, I shall let you take point.
All right, now can I proceed carefully, as in
Of
looking
course.
for danger?
Yes.
And
What kind of
that'd be,
looking for danger roll would you like to make?
I guess just perception, looking for spots in the floor, slits in the walls, the
That'll
general trappy stuff.
Okay.
You know,
Go
the
ahead
obvious
and,
traps.
Yeah.
All right,
Ooh.
start inching my way forward here. This is 5, 10.
All right. Hold if you hit the landing.
Okay.
Let me tell you this.
It was nice playing with you guys.
Wow, it was great going down those stairs. Super safe.
We do need you to roll the new character.
You rolled so
as
high.
you step on the landing, you disintegrate. No, I'm screwing with you, of course. I am just.
Give me an acrobatics check to walk down the stairs successfully.
You, as you're walking down these steps, you see in the dust, you actually do see small hoof prints.
All right.
Hoofs. Did the creature upstairs have hoofs?
No.
The smaller ones have the hooves.
Ah, right, the
That's it,
devilish things. Gotcha.
So you
Smaller,
do see
mouthier ones.
smaller, mouthier creature hoof prints going both up and down the stairs.
All right. Probably want to keep an eye on
follow
those to see if they avoid anything in the dust.
As you get down to the landing, the staircase descends another 20 feet before opening into a room. From this landing, you can hear strange sounds emanating from the chamber below. Specifically, you hear chirping birds, rustling leaves, and cheery giggles. The landing itself is bare, save for an empty iron torch sconce mounted on the south wall. And by the south wall that I'm referring to, I'm actually referring to Grey Soul as you come around the corner here. The south wall is the landing beneath you here.
All right.
Okay.
Now,
I'm
do you
pinging it
need
right now.
to actively remove the fog for me, or should that be happening as I move my character?
Well, do you guys have a light source up where you're at?
Yes, we have like 2.
I think
Oh,
I'm
but
the
they're in the
Lorenzo.
back. Yeah. You should actually. What is the? Let me give you your dark vision. What is your dark vision?
Dark vision is up to
Critical.
60 feet, I believe. Let me
Nice.
check.
And it's dim at 30, or is it dim at 60 and you have 120?
Mine is
It
60.
says I can see in darkness, shades of gray, up to 60 feet.
Okay. Cool.
Twinsies.
Then 60 and 60. Cool. Then you get that. And then same Z's for Terra. Fel,
Do I see these floating red arrows?
Unfortunately, Dragonborn do not have dark vision, which I think is
Nope.
a shame.
Womp womp.
Yeah, that is a womp womp. Yeah, no, there are no floating red arrows. It just indicates which way the stairs go.
Ah, okay.
So you are on the down escalator. And now Lorenzo is up and around the corner.
Yep.
Keegan is going to reluctantly follow.
I
Birch,
will
you and
follow
Brick
Keegan.
keep
Yes.
him.
Penned
You're
in.
good? Okay. Yes, you are allowed. You can proceed going further if you'd like.
It appears that this is just the stairway is going to curve around here to our right.
That is correct.
All right. I'll go right before the landing and peek around the corner if I can.
Okay. Our folks.
And a reminder, we have the map in our journal.
Yes, you
If
do.
anybody wants to reference it.
Good call. All right, so according to the map, we should be coming into a big room that has 2 smaller rooms attached. Once we round this corner here.
Okay.
Greg, you want to move our gnomish captor?
Yes.
And I will follow him.
I will
You will follow him. Yep. You come around the corner.
I was muted. You guys all beat me to it.
Did we do that at the same time?
Yeah. You see a room. Rather large square room. Are you guys doing any sort of searching or anything else as you're going down these stairs?
That's what my perception roll was for. Does that carry over, or should I keep rolling?
You can roll again. Okay. Yeah, you don't detect any sort of traps or any sort of dangers as you come around the corner here.
All right. I'll move.
It looks like that this opens up into a rather larger room. Each square that you guys see here is 10 feet by 10 feet, by the way, as you come down here. So it's not 5 foot by 5 foot, it's 10 foot by 10 foot. So this is a rather, it's a 40 by 40 cube room.
Okay.
Square
to
room.
our left are going to be 2 individual rooms, according to the map.
Now, the staircase ends at a 40-foot square room with a 10-foot high ceiling. A slight draft blows into the room from a 10-foot wide open passage in the far wall directly across from the stairs. 2 4-foot diameter circular doors are set into the middle of the south wall. Each door is made of wood and framed with a ring of mortared stone. The westernmost door is closed and inscribed with a strange glyph. The easternmost door bears a different glyph, but rests half open. The half-open door reveals an iron rim of gear-like teeth, and dim light spills from the chamber beyond. Mounted to the walls of the room are 12 tarnished copper masks. The masks are 2 feet tall and cling 4 feet above the floor. Each one depicts a smiling gnome's visage. The soft giggling, chirping, and rustling noises seem to pour from the very walls. So, with that, hold on one second.
There were 4 too many clues in that description. We're all going to die.
Well, hold on, because I just realized that you do actually get to see something that I currently have hidden from you.
Dum dum dum.
Dun dun dun.
Death.
All right. Why must you hide things from us?
Because that's my job.
Fair enough.
Literally my job. Okay. So, with that, the door that's partially open is the one on the, if you're looking down at it, it is the one on the right, if you're looking from the bottom of the screen. Just to be clear what I'm talking about, it's this one. No, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Thank you. So that is the one that is partially open. There is a passageway over here. Not what I wanted to do. Why is it? Thank you. Passageway over here. And there is a door, a closed door here. Now these doors, I just want to share with you all what they look like.
Steampunk.
Yeah, you get that feeling. That is what they look like.
Well, alrighty then.
Yep.
Do I need to reload or something?
It should have popped up on your screen as a pop-up.
Yep.
It popped up on mine.
Okay. Now, as you approach, now where would you guys like to go? Because you were currently hanging out on the staircase.
I suggest we check out these 2 rooms. According to the map, they're self-contained.
Agreed.
Okay. Which
But
one would you like
before
to
we
approach?
proceed, Keegan, you want to give us some insight into this weird little room of faces?
Well, this is just like a welcome area, really.
Interesting welcome. Giggling noises.
Well, they want it to be happy.
Oh yeah, this screams happiness, not creepy murder room.
Right. Well, to each their own.
You gnomes are interesting folk. I'll say
They are.
that much.
Okay.
All right, shall we take a peek at this door that's cracked open?
Yeah, if you'd like, you're more than welcome to do so.
Hey, I reloaded, Greg. Could you share the door one more time? I'm curious.
Sure. Does that pop up for you?
I mean, it's awesome.
Hey,
I
Greg,
kind of like stick my hand in and out of
Yep.
the door to
I'm
see if
not
it
as,
tries to shut.
not emitting any light, so I can barely see.
You are okay. Oh, you should be emitting light. Hold on one moment. I have to do one other little thing real quick.
Hey, light.
All right, Lorenzo, let's find out why you are not being lit up like you should be.
His
Oh,
charming
that's fine.
personality is all that he needs.
It's not as brilliant as I thought I was.
Bum.
I'm super sad I only have 9 hit points.
Oh, that's right, because you have the 60, 30. Oh, boom. Now you're good.
All right, now I can see everything.
Yeah, now you can see everything. Okay, so Graysoul and Feldruucan, you guys are at the front, and you wonder why you get stabbed so much. I'm just saying, going first is a quick way to get stabbed.
Oh, I know.
I'm going to look at the closed door.
Okay. The closed door, before we get to the half open one, the closed door, you see a glyph on the front of it.
What's the glyph look like?
Well, right now I'll show it to Lauren, if she's the one who's looking.
How big are these masks on the wall? Like, can I take them off? Or take one off?
You could, but it's kind of fused to the wall. You could allegedly rip it off possibly with a strength check.
Yeah, strength isn't really my thing.
Besides, I don't think we should mess with the architecture.
I was just wondering if maybe there's like a key hidden behind one or something, but if they're all like fused to the wall.
Yeah, they all seem to be stuck to the wall pretty tight. You get the feeling that there is a magical solvent in place. As you're feeling around, it's almost like, epic magic super glue.
So looking at this glyph and then looking at the diagram that we had of the doors, I think
The glyph is in the center.
What?
The glyph is in the center of the door.
Yes. But I'm looking at the diagram of the door, and it's got that rod on the far right of the diagram, and I think that's
the rod. Pardon me. That rod is an example of what a key for this looks like.
Yes, that's okay. So we need a key that fits into this glyph, basically, that resembles a rod like that. Yeah.
Yeah, a rod with that on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Keegan, have you seen anything like this before?
Oh, those. I mean, this is a key, or this is the standard door here in Zadaru, and it seems like each one has. If you look in the center here, he points at the glyph. That's the gnomish letter J, and on here, and he points over to the other one. And he says that the one here looks like that. You can partially see the glyph. He said that might be an A. That might be an A. It could be a Z. I'm not entirely sure, just from the looks of it, but because you can only see part of it. But that tells you what key opens that door. It also tells you what kind of trap it might have on it. Now, I don't know what the traps are, but I just know what my people's standard operating procedures are for stuff like this, and that would clock to kind of keep everybody keep the enemies all crossed up.
I think you're muted, Brick.
All right, we going in the open one or the one?
You're absolutely right. I'm muted. How big are the keys from these diagrams? Is this just like a key in our world, or are we looking like a foot-long block of wood that has to be inserted, or?
It's like a 6-inch rod.
Okay. Do any of these masks, these faces on the walls, look like they have places that could hide keys?
Show me where you're looking around.
Just here, I will, let's just take the guy nearest me. Is there like, so these faces, do they have mouths? Do they have nose? Do they have like hair?
They do.
All right.
They don't have hair. Well, I mean, like forged in metal, sure. It's like a metal facade.
All right. Well then, yeah, I'm just feeling around the edges to see if there's any sort of like, something under the chin, or, something in the mouth, or stuck up the nose, or, anywhere that there might be a hidden key for these doors.
Not on that one.
All right. Can I just, as everybody else is doing whatever, can I go around and just slowly check all of the masks? Eventually triggering some sort of trap and getting a face full of darts?
I mean, if you want me to put in a dart trap,
I have to assume, though, if you've got a stone face on a wall, it's going to shoot something. Yeah, so while everybody else is doing everything else, I'm slowly, while keeping an eye on our friend.
You've watched way too much Indiana Jones, dude.
I know, right?
Oh, yeah.
But yes, I'll go around a room while keeping an eye on the gnome and just checking the faces to see if there's anything odd about any of them.
Okay, and Keegan is in the room with you guys. What did I do?
Keegan. Oh, there he is.
All right. Okay, so you pull. So Keegan is along with you. Brick, go from mask to mask and just check in with me periodically as you do, and I'll let you know what you find. Okay.
All right.
So for the first one, you don't find anything. What is everybody else doing at this point? Actually, you know what? Just for ease of everything, I would like for you guys to roll initiative so I can just know who to keep track of and when and who's doing what. So can I get a round of initiatives, please?
Wow.
Ooh. I trip over myself.
Here I thought a 12 was going to be low, but by golly, by gosh.
7 on Birch, and then okay, hold on 1 second because I've got a bunch of characters selected in here by accident that aren't actually present right now, and I don't want want them interfering with things.
So
So
you're saying there's
second, just
people
to
down
reload.
here.
That
I
is
see.
so ominous.
No, it's the characters that are it's Katha and Amanda and Veronica who have not joined the campaign yet, who will be doing at some point. Who will be joining at some point. For some reason, their characters are showing up. Well, I mean, I know why Katha's is, but I don't know why the other two are selected as active right now, other than the fact that the system is in alpha build and sometimes it screws up. But Wookiee is not with us yet, and neither is Moss. And Katha is not present. All right, there we go. Cool. All right. So with that again, real quick, just to Lorenzo got a 21.
Yep.
Hot damn, Lorenzo.
I'm going to be looking at the ground. Do any of the hoof prints lead to either of these two rooms off the side?
That is an excellent question. Yes, they do. They actually do go into the doorway that is partially open.
Okay. I will mention that to everyone as I'll move forward as to see if I can peek around the corner to see if there's anything in there.
All right, so you peek around the corner, you stick the light source in there?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you look and you don't see anything in there, but what you do notice, I could tell you right now, is if you look over here,
Okay.
is you see what looks to be a tunnel dug out of the wall. The wall seems to be busted open, and there seems to be a tunnel that does not show up on the map.
Oh. Interesting.
So that's obviously where we're supposed to go.
All right. Well, I'm not going to obviously go rushing in, so I will wait for someone beefier to enter the room first.
Okay. Brick, where are you at with the masks?
I don't know if you mean to have me do one per round or like two per round.
Oh, I will let you do per round. How about that?
Okay. So I am whoops. Oh. I'm down to the one actually I guess I'm on the other side of the door here. So I'm in this corner checking the one to the south visually.
Okay. Then Fel, it is your turn.
So Lorenzo popped his head around, and did Lorenzo say that he saw anything or mentioned about the hoof prints?
Yeah,
in there.
The hoof prints obviously go into this room, and you can see with the light now there too, I guess.
I think. Let's see. I think I look to Gray Soul, and I say, do we want to push in, or do we want to look at the rest of this room? This larger room.
I think it would be fine to take a look in while Brick is inspecting all of these creepy gnome faces.
Agreed, and we can watch that tunnel, make sure we're not surprised again.
Mm-hmm.
So
seems that's the direction that the hooved creatures and the invisible ones are coming from.
Yeah.
All right.
So move into that space.
You move into that space. Okay. Well, hold on, Fel. Hold on, Birch. It's not your Gray Soul. It's not your turn yet, so don't go ahead and move yet. We are in initiative. So, Feldruucan, you do move in. Birch.
Do you want help with the masks? Do you want help searching the masks?
Oh, yeah. If you wanna, I got all the ones. If you wanna start north of the stairwell that we came in and just circle around and meet me.
Yeah, I'll check the ones just north of me here. you want me to roll something, Greg?
Yeah, actually, yeah, go for it. Go for a roll. All right. All right, looking at the mask, it seems like the one that you're examining right now is just a common copper mask. It's a young, smiling gnome face. In any other context, it would be kind of friendly and welcoming, but down here, with the shadows and everything else, it's just downright creepy. You can't help but, get the sensation that this thing is watching you.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll just keep helping with this for a moment.
Graysol.
All right, I will continue through the open doorway here.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like there's 2 different tunnels in this room.
That is correct. There are 2 different tunnels. Now, in this room, a dozen small cots and chests line the walls of this 10-foot-high dusty room. Cobwebs blanket many of the cots and chests, and tiny spiders scurry about. 2 rough-hewn tunnels, each 5 feet in diameter and tubular, branch the eastern and southern walls. Stony rubble covers the floor near each tunnel. A 1-foot-long iron rod lies in the middle of the floor, its golden tip shedding enough light to cast lurid shadows on the walls. I should put that light source in there. My fault. Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like this tunnel here goes into a smaller, potentially a smaller room. If it follows on the map here, while the one that you're by, Feldruucan, is going to go into a much larger room that has several points of access in it. This
Which
iron
map are
rod.
you looking at?
I'm looking at the one you gave us.
Okay.
Yeah, the map diagram is going in a different direction, like it's shifted.
Yeah, you need to rotate it 90 degrees to the left.
Yeah.
Yeah. To orient it. Because on the map, these tunnels that you're seeing on the map here, they're not on, or these tunnels in the room are not on the map.
Right. I'm just filling in the gap here. If the tunnel's going straight forward, where it'll lead to on what is visible on the map.
Okay. Well, we'll get to all that stuff in a second.
It could also go above or below.
Below, yeah, it could be going down.
The fun thing about tunnels.
I forgot that they can
Think
change
about
direction.
tunnels. They can
Sarah,
change
you're up.
direction.
Half elves aren't tunneling folk. I don't, I'm not up to
Fair
speed on
enough.
this
Fair
stuff.
enough. No judgment.
So, now I can kind of see probably what sort of the commotion and stuff that's going on. I assume I can hear what they're talking about.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask if the rod looks like it has the same glyph as the locked door.
The rod looks like a light source. It's a sun rod.
Oh, okay. It's not a key rod.
Yeah. You guys know it commonly as a sun rod. So it is an alchemical light source that is not a fire based.
Okay, I'm gonna join them in the room then.
And is that
And is that-
freestanding? Like, is that something we can pick up and take with us?
It's just on the ground. Yeah.
Nice.
So if somebody wants to
Also-
grab it,
I'm not. My dynamic lighting is super weird.
Yeah, I'm not showing that it's
I have like
on
shards
in the
of
room. Yeah.
it might be a little buggy. Try zooming in or zooming out. That might help resolve some of the issues.
No,
All
I
right,
think what it is I'm operating off a different light source. It's the light source in this big room, and so I don't have that. You know what I mean?
Oh, you don't. Got it. Okay. When you get in the room, huh? All right. So your light source, you should be able to. Well, I guess you got to have at least some amount of light in order to have. Oh, hold on a second. Let me see what's going on with you.
Well, I have dark vision, so I should have no problem.
Yeah, you should be fine. I don't understand why it's giving you any guff here. Other than the fact that maybe it says that. Oh, wait, here we go. For some reason, there we go. That should do it. Okay, now you should be able to see.
Aha.
Yep. Okay. All right. So you come into the room. Lorenzo.
And then, did you say there was something in this room, or was it in the tunnels that you saw the other stuff? There's something else besides the light rod in here, right?
Well,
I think there were like
there's
cots and stuff.
Yeah, cots and stuff, which they don't include in the drawing of the map, but there are cots lining the walls. They're all dusty and clearly haven't been used in a while.
Okay.
Everything just went dark for me.
Okay. And Brick, do me a favor. Take your next step and keep looking at masks.
All right. I technically speaking, I can't see anything. The closest guy with a light source is up north. I'm not sure if that's. Oh,
All right.
There we go. Boop. Ta-da!
Well,
All right. So I've looked at the two on the left wall here.
All right, move. Okay. As you step there, is everybody, Fel, how did you get through a wall? There you
No,
go.
I
I'm
did.
putting
I
you
was
back.
trying to see. Yeah, I was trying to check my lights. My light's been strange.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
like it doesn't seem.
yeah, no, because it all just depends on who's got what where, and it makes it
Gotcha.
it makes it kind of tricky. And there's multiple light sources, so it does lag a little bit. That's why they've gone and revamped the whole system. This is still running on the old dynamic lighting, not the new one. But as you, Tara, are you in the room? Okay, who's actually in the lower room and who's in the upper room right now?
I'm sorry, I'm in the lower room. I just moved to try and see what my light was doing, and it's working. So I'm sorry, I'm in the regular room.
It's okay. No worries. I just need to know where everybody is. That's all.
Something bad's about to happen.
Well, as you go into the room, Lorenzo, as you go into the smaller room here, taking the light source with you, Brick, the mask that you approaches, booms out of nowhere. Welcome to Zataroon! Behold the wonder, but beware ye who seek to plunder the door. The door that you guys are at right now, this slams shut.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Traps
no.
abound and guardians peer beyond every portal, behind every gear. And now, readied actions go off.
Uh-oh.
And we split
Yeah.
the party.
Hey, that's always a good sign.
Let's see, Lorenzo, what's your AC, sir? Hey, Nate.
Nate, what's your AC?
We can't hear you, Nate.
Sorry, I was on mute. It's 14.
14. You actually feel, with the last second, you feel a rush of air behind you, and you manage to just kind of like lean out of the way as something large goes swinging right past where you were. And Feldruucan. What's your AC?
16.
Oh God, it happened again.
Oh no!
Yep. You turn. You find something slide in between your armor plates, and you take 17 damage.
Oh my God! We're gonna die.
Yeah, you just got murked. You got murked in the night. Yeah. So that is the surprise round. Surprise! Brick, it is your action. You just heard the door slam closed.
Was it? And
Barely.
so was it from did that happen just as I stepped in front of this mask, or was I touching the mask when it happened?
You just stepped in front of the mask and it started yelling in your face. And at the same time, it doesn't seem like they were related. It was just somebody climbing through the door finally kind of shook it loose.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And it closed. And with that, Polygon. Yeah. With that.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm now just adjusting the light in the room because that door is closed now. And I just have to check and see. One little thing. Oh.
That didn't sound good for me.
Yeah. Okay. No, you're you're okay. I just couldn't remember what happens when that door closes, but now I do. Okay. So yeah, you have that go off in your face. The door closes and you immediately hear like the sound of conflict on the other side.
All right. Well, I don't know. They're not related, so I wasn't touching it. I just stepped in front of it. I'm just going to be looking at the ground to see if something I had stepped on triggered this, like there was a stone or something. Just trying to see if there was anything here that triggered that door closing. And if I don't find anything in like 5-10 seconds, I'll go over and see if I can maybe see if I can open the door manually.
Okay, you take your round and you're examining the floor, trying to figure out what you did that might have closed it. You don't find anything, but because you said you're taking 5 to 10 seconds, that's a full round.
Oh, okay.
So so you take a round to just be like, what I do. Feldruucan, give me a death save. Yeah, man, the dice just hate you.
Right. One good one.
Okay. Yeah, you make a good one. All right, that's awesome. You make a good one. Birch, you are up, sir.
I mean, I'm in this room. The door is closed. I have no way to open it.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'm gonna ask the locksmith friend of ours. I'm gonna say, how do I open the door?
How do you open the door? Be very careful. It can only be opened with the key, or it could be opened from the inside, probably, or you might set a trap off. You got to be really careful. He's clearly like panicking at this point. Yeah, he's freaking out, man.
Is there a specific symbol on the door? Didn't you say?
Yes, on this one it's a different letter than the one that was on the other door. This one, as the door closes, he says, "It's an A. It's an A."
I'm just gonna ready well, I already have my produce fire ready, but I guess I'm just gonna kind of aim it towards where they're trapped inside. So if it opens up, I'm gonna shoot. You know.
Okay, so you're gonna be ready.
Yeah. There's not much I can do yet.
Got it. I just realized that my poor little gnomish NPC is not in the initiative here. I should put him in there. Because he needs there. Yeah. Okay. He sucks.
As he should.
Yeah. So he's going to be literally the last to go with the round. But he comes over to the door. He's looking at it and he says that this one has got the letter A on it. And now, let's see. Okay. Which one is this? Oh man. Okay. Alrighty. It's gonna be like that. Lorenzo, what's your AC again?
14.
You take you get stabbed in the back and you take 12 damage.
And I'm down.
Copy that.
And that's how they all died.
Okay. With that,
The Twitch stream is done.
Great
Good night,
result.
everybody.
yeah, good night, everybody. No, Graysoul, it is your turn.
Okay.
You've seen this before.
I have. I'm going to go over to my buddy, the Gold Dragonborn,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to grab him by the feet, and I'm going to cast some Cure Wounds.
As you go into that square, you can't actually go into that square because you run into a solid object.
Oh.
Awesome.
Yeah. But you can stop at the square before it.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I will adjacently touch Feldruucan
All right.
for
Feldruucan
9
get 9 back.
Boink.
See, you guys all think you're going to die so fast, and yet you have a heal bot with you. You're going to be fine.
You're gonna die so slow. So
Until
slow.
I kill the heal bot.
And then you're screwed.
Protect the heal bot.
Smooches.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Okay,
what,
Grayson,
what are the natures of our healing potions?
They are the base ones.
What is the base one? Is it like 1d4 plus something?
Hold 1 second. I'm looking for you. Hold on. Uh, 2d4 plus 2. All right. And now you have a general idea of where one of them is. Tara, it is your turn.
Okay. Can I go over and inspect the door and see if it's trapped from this side?
Yes, if you want. Yeah.
I'm not touching it. I'm just looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
So, investigation?
Sure.
Is it
Yeah.
coming up? Oh, there we go. Ooh.
It doesn't seem trapped.
Okay. I don't know if I want to mess with
There
it,
is
though.
a knob that you can turn.
I'm afraid to turn it.
No, you're not. You're confident. You're sure there's not a trap here.
Okay, I'm going to leave it alone for this turn.
Okay.
I love that choice.
I'm just gonna stand here and wait.
Slowly.
Okay. Keegan is
That is
Gonna-
one knob. Found it.
Keegan does not have the ability to pick locks. And let me see. I just want to look at one thing real quick.
I'm glad we immediately split the party.
Right?
It was a good first move.
It gets the pressure because you know it's gonna happen. We
trying
just
to-
got the pressure off our back. It's happened.
Yeah.
It's done.
Maybe I'll go down the hallway. Maybe
So
I'll
he's
go down-
not
bigger
be able to
room.
open, he's not able to do anything about the door right now. But he is gonna draw his crossbow and knock a bolt. Yep. That's what I was trying to say. Thank you.
Seems
And he's gonna
reasonable
step
precaution.
back and just aim at the door and be ready. Okay. Now then, let's see who is next. That would be Lorenzo.
That would be me.
I need a death save.
Roll 1d20. Oh, that is a failure.
You are starting to bleed closer to death. I need Tara. What's your AC?
Oh, me, 15. Yes.
15. Okay.
Yes. Don't hurt me.
You feel something whoosh right by you, like directly to your right. You feel something whoosh right by you, and miss in the darkness. Brick, it is your turn.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, got this big honking door. This is the A door. He doesn't have any more insight as to how this works. And this is, again, you said this is something that just sort of rolls off to the side when it's unlocked.
Yes.
Right, it's a giant gear. Is there, fully acknowledging this is probably going to go badly, is there anywhere, are there any grips on the door that I can grab and try to physically move it open, or use, better yet, if I can use my my warhammer as a wedge to try to crack it open, if that'll be more efficient.
I can tell you one thing. This is a really thick, heavy wooden door.
Okay,
Being
so we're not
able to break it with your warhammer is not likely, but you might be able to force it. Now, granted, you might be setting off any sort of trap that goes there if you know, but you might be able to try and force it. Do you want to try and force it?
How it was open when we first came in here. Did I get a sense? Could I see how thick the door itself was?
It's a couple inches thick. So you might have a better, instead of being able to punch through it, you might have better luck trying to roll it out of its way.
Okay, I was gonna ask hypothetically as well if I could use the breath weapon, if it's thin enough that like the acid could burn through it in like a minute or two or something, or if that's not meant how acid breath is meant to be used.
How much damage should your acid do, and how much does it do on a sustained round?
All right, so let's see. As an action once for short rest, 5 by 30, 2d6 acid damage.
Okay. I will say that it will do 2d6 acid initially, and then 1d6 around. It would still take a long time for it to be able to burn through.
Okay, so let's just try to, risking the chance of a trap going off, let's see if I can physically force it open.
Okay, give me a strength check.
All right.
Okay, you put your back into it, and it does not actually budge yet, but you kind of get it to twitch a little bit.
All right.
Yeah. So, Feldruucan.
All right.
It is your action.
Yes. So we said, I see it's from here. This is where I got attacked. I basically got attacked from my front, correct?
That's correct. Yep.
From my front. So I'm going to swing a vicious blow against the unclean fiend that would dare to strike a Knight of Helm.
Drop you again.
Let's see here.
And I'm assuming that's what you're. You do have disadvantage.
Drop the. Yeah.
All right, one more time with that.
Come on.
Big money, big money.
15 to hit.
15 to hit hits. You actually connect with something and it's a solid blow. Yeah. Oh, 8 slashing. Okay, yeah, you actually do manage to slash across some sort of unseen assailant. It is not happy.
Well, tough cookies. Stop trying to kill him then. It's just an easy out for him. Stop attacking him.
So we see rivulets of silver, or
Yeah, you actually do see a rivulet of silver as it, but it is, well, Lorenzo still has his light source up. That lantern is kind of now on its side, flickering in the, creating a flickering in darkness. So you might be able to get a glimpse of a glint of something, but it is not easy to see. But I will give you a perception check every round to see if you can catch it before you swing. If you can catch it, then you will not have disadvantage.
The sunrod's in there too.
Yes, the sunrod is in there. But it's chaos in combat, so we're gonna.
And it is still technically invisible.
It is still technically invisible. That is correct. These creatures are technically invisible. Oh, that should not be doing this to both of them. That should just be to the one. Okay. Alrighty then. Birch.
Well, feeling pretty useless out here. I'm just going to bang on the door with my stick and say, open it from the inside so we can help. Very useful turn.
All right, so you're going to come up to the doorway and you're standing next to it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, there you go. So you're...
I'm going to charge in the second they figure out how to open it up so we can get in there.
Okay. Good to know. Helps if I'm on the correct layer. There we go. Good stuff. Birch, that was excellent maneuvering on your part.
Was
Sarah. Yes, it was.
Okay.
Why not? I'm just trying to be nice.
I've done nothing. I'm on the outside.
Tara, you do get stabbed. And you take 14.
14?
14.
Wow, balls, I'm down.
All right.
God damn it.
Gray Soul.
I'm on the floor.
Yep.
Okay. So both of them are on the floor. Lorenzo.
Yep.
Yep. Lorenzo and Tara have both gone down, but you know where the guy is in front of you.
After I did literally nothing useful.
Yeah, I'm not a combat character, so guy in front of me is gonna stay the guy in front of me. I'll make a 5-foot adjustment over here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna get Lorenzo back up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, I just remembered, didn't Grace give us like a D4 for checks?
For saving throws, yeah.
That doesn't apply to your AC, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was hey, if we think we're going into some shenanigans, I can get you ready.
Yeah.
But then they ninja'd us.
We were not expecting shenanigans.
We did not expect the Spanish Inquisition.
Surprise shenanigans.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Lorenzo, you get 9 hit points back.
Yeah, I'm at full now.
Yeah. All right. Tara, I need a death save.
Where do I do the thing? Is it just a D20?
Yes, that's correct. Yes, it's a D20, and you need to roll a 10 or better.
Oh, that did not go well.
Yeah, well, you didn't botch.
That's better than a 1.
Botching is
super
bad when you're doing that.
I had a Dragonborn Warlock that double botched death saves and had 4 failed death saves instead
Right,
of
because
3.
a botch is worth 2 fails, right?
That's correct. It was like the most comical death ever. But I'll tell that story another time. In the meantime, Lorenzo, it is now your action if you would like to attempt to retort.
This door slams shut. I'm going to 5-foot step to it.
Okay.
And I'm going to lockpick this thing open.
Okay. Give me a lockpick check. Or give me a sleight of hand. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Nice.
You actually, you know what? It does not open. This is an incredibly complex lock.
Really?
Yeah. A 21 won't do it.
Well, I'm out of ideas. I can't open this door.
You can keep trying. You can keep trying.
Well, that was my action though, so.
Wasn't there a knob?
Yeah, but that's what he's like going into.
Wow.
But let me see. If you would like to attempt to disable the trap on it.
Oh, sure. I mean, I can.
Yeah, you can. Your ability there is that you were able to find the trap on it. It's actually what looks to be a rune. You don't want to know what the rune does, but you recognize that if the door tripped open, that the rune would probably go off. You do manage to do the proper circumventing of the rune. So now, if the door opens, it will not do whatever it's supposed to do.
Okay.
I will give you that with that roll. Okay.
So I find the rune, I just kind of smudge it a little bit, so now it doesn't work.
Basically. Yeah, you made a roll good enough to find that, but not to open the lock. Okay.
Well, that was well timed.
Yep, Mr. Skulky Skulk is going to go again. Technically, he's not invisible anymore, so he's not going to get. Fel, you actually do feel a swing of claws at you, but your armor holds. It kind of bounces off you unexpectedly, but your armor does hold. It does not give, but it was a very vicious impact.
Probably from the same location.
From the same location. That is correct. Brick.
We're gonna try to brute strength this door again.
Go for it. Birch, do you want to help him? Does somebody want to help him?
Yeah, if I can.
Are you serious?
If I can give him advantage.
Oh.
Hey, anybody in the chat, if anybody is still watching right now, would you like to grant our boy some inspiration? Birch, give me a strength check real quick.
I'd rather he roll twice with advantage than me help. I have no
Well,
strength.
I'm looking to see if you assist him.
I want you to roll a nat 20 and embarrass the Dragonborn with your muscly muscles. Because I only rolled a 7 with a +3.
I'm checking to see if you successfully assist him.
Oh.
So give me a strength check, Birch.
Well,
Birch, nat 20.
I clicked
20.
it and nothing happened, so let's try that again, I guess.
Rick, you got to think of it more of you're benching 350 and you're at 340. I mean, he's helping you lift it up.
Fair enough.
It's that extra 10 pounds.
Nope, not gonna happen.
No advantage. Sorry. Yeah, you guys are both being confounded by the door. And Keegan actually runs up and he's like, "Oh, screw it," and he'll run up and attempt to assist as well.
Throws back into it.
Yeah, why not?
How many adventurers? How many of the brute squad?
This is just
okay. He got a 19, which actually means that he's able to assist you. He managed to find. He knows where to put his hands on here to try and open this thing. So, Rick, you actually do have advantage. Give it a shot. Give it a second roll.
No, clockwise.
Oh my God!
On. I'm so nasty.
He's yelling counterclockwise. As you guys are pushing in the wrong direction. He'll continue to assist you, but he actually just rolled a critical success, and we just totally lost it and ruined it. Okay.
There's only 2 witnesses to my shame. They both have to die.
Yeah.
It's just the way it has to be.
Good to know. Good God.
Cramps.
All right. Yeah, they do not want you guys. They do not want you guys getting in there. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, get him, baby.
Yeah, I bellow for the Church of Helm as I bring my glaive down mercilessly.
Give me
do
a
I need to?
perception check real quick.
Yep. So, sorry, I just rolled that beforehand. Let me roll a perception.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you let's see. I will say that your perception was successful. Because this is a well-lit room and that is shiny blood. So you have you do not have disadvantage. However, your swing did not successfully make contact. This does not grant you advantage. It just nullifies disadvantage.
Yeah.
So yeah.
He managed to slip the blow.
Yep. Birch.
Yeah, what? I feel so worthless out here, man. I have no way of getting in. All my people are dying. I guess I'm going to start a locksmith company with this guy and just live happily ever after.
Okay.
I mean, unless you want to let me try on this door more, I'm kind of waiting for them to open
Yeah,
up
go
on the
for
inside.
I want to see you rolling that 20.
Oh, sure.
I accept my humiliation.
Brick and Keegan are going to roll to assist you.
All right, well.
Okay.
What are we doing? Strength rolls or?
Yeah, strength rolls to assist. And
Nice.
all right, so now you know what? I'm going to say between the three of you, you have super advantage. You get to roll 3 times. Don't ever say that I haven't tried to help you.
I know.
That's
You
a
know
nat
what?
20 for me.
It is a nat 20. Therefore, the door finally, after the three of you push and push and push and push, the door finally rolls open. And you see Lorenzo immediately on the other side. Tara is on the ground. Feldruucan is swinging at something in midair, and Graysoul is standing, kind of, having just, chaos is reigning right now.
Well, I assume that was my action, but I will slide in with my movement so I can help next turn, assuming I'm not.
Slide on in. Slide on in. That was definitely your action.
Whoops. I've been left in darkness.
All right.
Come back, guys.
So you slide in. Good. More blood for the blood god. Let's do this. Oh, yes. Lorenzo, what's your AC?
14 still.
You take 5 slashing as something immediately on your right actually swings and connects.
Ooh, 5. I mean, it's still up.
Yeah, you're still up, but not by much. You're generally aware of it, so I'm saying that it's not going to have advantage on you. If it had advantage, you could take the necrotic too, but I'm not going to. Yeah. Graysoul.
Okay, Graysoul is going to spare the dying on Tara, and then move over here.
Okay.
What does that mean for me?
You are stabilized, so you don't have to make any death saves.
Yeah.
But I'm still down, so I can't really do anything, can I?
Do individuals have to be conscious to take the effects of healing potions?
No, you could
slip it down their gullet.
Yeah, you could. You are unconscious, but you don't have to make any more death saves, Tara. Okay.
Okay.
So you are unconscious, so that actually is your turn.
Yep.
Lorenzo, you have you know that there's something to your right, even though you can't see it.
Do I get? Is it not disadvantage since it's flanked?
Well, it's not wounded, so you can't exactly see it. All you see is Gray Soul about 10 feet from you, or or 5 feet from you. So
Well,
I mean,
I
if you want to swing on it, you do have disadvantage, but you could attack.
Shouldn't my flanking remove the disadvantage?
I'll allow it. Go for it.
Okay.
Does not hit.
I didn't think so.
It was worth a shot.
Yep. And I will brace for impact.
Feldruucan, you have mail.
Gotcha.
And, oh God, my rolls are now all sucking on this guy. You are embroiled in combat with something that you can barely see, or that you can't see. But you do manage to avoid a blow that would have otherwise devastated you. Brick.
Gotcha.
Brick, it is your action.
Sorry, I was blindly moving my guy because I lost all my light sources. So I enter this room. I'll just sort of yell out, be like, where are they?
Okay.
If someone can, as I'm walking, I'm not stopping here. I'm walking the room while yelling, where are they?
Okay. Show me where you're at.
Oh, am I not showing up here yet?
No, I see you up there, but you say you're walking the room. Let me see where you're walking in the room.
Oh, I'm not in the room yet. Oh, okay.
Yeah, there
Yes,
you go.
well, I guess yes, because I can't be on top.
You were in the doorway before, so now you're there. Okay, and do you keep moving?
No, if I'm basically in front of everybody, I'll stop. If someone's gonna
Split your
give me a
movement.
perception check.
a protection check.
Perception.
Oh, perception. Sorry. Yeah.
You actually do see a rivulet of silver kind of hanging in midair right in this area.
All right. Well, then why don't we go? Because I want to use it. We're gonna just use the breath weapon and just blast that section and the hole it came out of.
Okay. Is it a line or a cone?
It is a 5 by 30 foot line.
Okay.
So I guess I'm going diagonal if it's, or am I allowed to do diagonal?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
So you're going this
front
way?
of Feld. It's in front of Feld. So yeah.
Okay, so you are now you rear back and you.
And it's just I guess it's a dex check to save. It
Dex
says
save?
attack save dex 12.
It fails. It fails the save.
So it does get hit?
It does get hit. Takes full damage.
All right. Bonk.
Roll for damage, please. All right. It is hurting really badly. And now actually you can see that it's coated in acid and it's you can actually see it sizzling and you can see the humanoid form again. The signature humanoid form of these things. It no longer has advantage on you and you no longer have disadvantage on it.
Nice. All right, Feld, go beat it up.
Yep.
And hold on, because I will actually drop the token into play here.
Drop it like a bad habit. Ring it like a bell.
I didn't even look. It has its own breath weapon that it is now using against you, because reasons.
Wait, really?
Let me have no, I'm fucking with you. It's fine.
Okay. I was like, hold on.
I triggered breath weapon instead of selecting selection. That was my fault.
Also got a flaming sword, and it flies, and
it's evolved. Game over, man.
Natural,
Game over.
Game over.
It has natural armor now. Yes, I have now dropped it into the other layer, so I can't select it until now. Here we go. It is in some serious pain.
Good. Jerk.
Nope. It's not at 44 hit points.
Oh God. And we're all dead, guys. Let's just accept it.
That's a typo. Now that it's
fixed. Rage quit if it's down to 44.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. So that is Brick Fell.
All right.
You now have a target in front of you.
Got a clear shot.
Hit it, baby.
I'm gonna shoot my shot. Oh boy. There we are.
That is a hit, and you do actually just straight up decapitate it with one swing.
Damn.
And it crumbles to the ground. With one mighty swing, you hit it.
The old dwarven hamstring.
Yep. Something
The old
like
dwarven
that.
headstring.
Dwarven headstring, yeah.
Shroobed up.
Decapitaris.
Yep. You end it. So that one is gone.
That one.
Birch. You are now in the room.
Thank you. I was gonna say I'm new to this room. Is Tara the only one who's down?
At the moment.
Okay. Oh, I don't like when you said that at all.
A foreboding.
That was
We're not done
cool.
here.
Well, I'm right next to her, so we're gonna do something about that. Tara takes 4 health.
Woohoo! Now, am I at 0 or am I still like?
You're at 4.
I stabilized you at 0, now you're up to 4.
Okay.
Teamwork.
It's like brand new.
Yep. It's gonna take a minute.
I'm gonna move away from the door a little bit though. After I do that, I'm gonna slide down here if that's okay. Do I run into anything over here?
You
Giant
actually do
golden.
land on a giant corpse that is currently melting in acid.
Ooh, maybe I'll slide over.
Okay. You can slide.
Okay.
You gonna do some electric sliding?
Yeah.
Slide to the right. Slide to the right.
Tiptoeing through
All right.
acid.
It is now the bad guy's turn.
I'm sure this will go well.
Target-rich environment. Give me a round of perception checks, please.
Ha!
Man, I am not doing good on the rolls today.
Graysol, you actually feel something brush past you towards the tunnel. It kind of shoves you into the wall. I will give you an attack of opportunity with disadvantage.
I will take it. Don't judge me for this attack. All right. If shift is advantage, what is disadvantage?
I want to say control or alt, one of them. Just you can roll
Control.
it twice. Oh, control?
Control.
Okay. Well, the first one is a miss, I can tell you that. And it honestly doesn't matter because if you roll higher, then we're still going to go with the low one.
Yeah.
So the first, your swing, unfortunately, catches nothing but air as you feel something go rushing past you. And your guess is that whatever it is went into the tunnel.
I'll vocalize that.
Okay. At this point, it is 10 o'clock. And now you're in a situation where the rest of the dungeon is probably going to be on alert for y'all. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick it up here next week.
Fantastic.
Level 1.
I will say, congratulations, you've leveled up.
Hey, everybody's got homework.
To level 1 and a half.
Everybody's got homework. Level 2 for next week.
Does that
Oh,
that
I
happens
have
right away? We
to
don't need to
engage.
take a long rest for the effects to happen or anything like that?
I'm gonna. Well, here's my question for you. What do you guys want to do? We should take a minute and just discuss your strategy. What do you guys want to do? Because you know that combat may be over for the moment, but whatever it was that just attacked you, one of them just escaped.
Yeah.
So do you want to withdraw, or do you want to press on?
I was planning on basically, as soon as I saw that, I was planning on whirling after I downed the one to cover our downed bard who had been brought back up. But I feel like I would have seen some of that flurry of action down the tunnel, and in saying down the tunnel, I would have given chase and used my breath weapon to try and ignite it to be able to see it and run it down.
You know what? Screw it. I'll let you do it.
How big are these tunnels that they dug into the room?
5 feet. Is like a 5 feet circle.
Yeah, they're not big. That's why I was saying that before. I basically good. You can hide in a room, but good luck hiding from a cone of fire.
It's about
down
to be
a tunnel.
Starship Troopers when they set the nuke off in the tunnel.
Oh boy! All right. Is it a saving throw?
It is.
And it's a fire cone.
Yes. So it should. It should basically go along with the tunnel. It's a Dex DC 11.
Dex implies it can dodge it, but there's nowhere to.
Yeah,
that is true. There really is no way to do that. I'm also going to say that it's extra intensity because of the fact that it is funneled. Basically, instead of it being a cone, it's all focused into a single line.
Yeah.
Literally shooting a fish in a barrel.
So you fire your breath weapon down into the tunnel. I'm going to give it a Dex save with severe disadvantage, because it literally has no place to go except forward, and it's already maxing out its movement. Oh, it fails on the first throw. So it's going to take full damage. Go on ahead and roll it.
Oof, that's a terrible roll.
Oh no!
But it's on fire. No.
All right. Well, you definitely. You know what? Roll it again. I'm going to say it's an auto crit because of the funnel.
Okay.
I'm waiting for a 2 to show up.
I know. I was like, come on. The Dragonborn aren't carrying their weight today.
No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy.
9 before critting.
Oof.
9 before critting?
So if it's a crit, that'd be 18. Yeah. So that'd be 18 if a crit. Or 9 plus.
All right. I'm going to say that because of that, yeah, you actually do. I did declare it was a crit. Yeah. You actually do manage to see it ignite in the tunnel, and it waves its arms as it burns, and you literally immolate it, and it collapses and burns to death in the tunnel. Yeah.
In which case, I really happily advocate for a short rest, because
if we're gonna short rest, we should try to blockade. Oh well, if they're 5x5, there's no way we're gonna blockade them.
Yeah, I am spent on my spells, and I feel like without my spells, this went very differently for us.
Yes.
Yeah. And if they're dead, I mean, they're not going off and alerting anybody. I mean, eventually their absence might be noticed, but
there are 3 that have been absent.
Also certainly made some noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, high or low, guys? Somebody want to declare high or low for me?
High.
High? All right. Yep. And then. Oh, okay. All righty. Well, with that, we will leave off for next week.
What does that mean? What do you mean? What?
all right, guys.
Suspense. All right. Well, this was wonderful, guys. We should go kill some more stuff next week after we've leveled up.
And then what were these all the same size as the one that we saw upstairs?
Yes, that is correct. These are all the same size. They're all medium-sized creatures.
So we haven't seen any of the little devil creatures yet.
You have not seen any of the hooved devil creatures, no.
All right.
Cool. All right. See you guys next time.
Bye.
See you.
All right, and just for clarification, are you guys planning on taking a short rest next round, or when you come back?
I'm voting for a rest. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I think we have to. Yep.
I don't like having 3 entrances, but I don't know. I mean, I guess we could go back up to the stairwell.
You guys could go back up to Keegan's, hypothetically, because it is there.
I mean, just the stairwell, right? I'm not expecting anything to attack us from behind, so it's just one entrance, and from here we've got 3 to guard. How long is a short rest?
Well,
couple hours?
An hour.
An hour.
I mean, if we want spells
long
back,
rest
we're
is
going to need a
8.
long one.
Yeah, you guys are going to need to take an 8-hour rest if you want spells back. Hey, Brick, give me a wisdom check.
All right. Well, short rest will get our breath things back, which is good. Wisdom, boink.
I will get access to another healing ability.
Oh my god. Let's just get these rolls out of the way today. Next week will be better.
You don't remember anything of significance or importance.
Well, that's on par for him. He's tired.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, cunning action. How I missed you.
Right?
With Keegan, if Keegan takes a long rest, he can also respec his spells. So I'm just saying that he could actually make himself more combat ready.
Well, then we might be able to see if we can grab another dwarf or 2.
You might have
to,
you might have Patrick back next week too.
Do we just want to go back upstairs and crash in the store? We can barricade the door down here so we don't get surprised. I mean, the GM seems to be hinting that we should probably do this.
Well, I think the reality is...
I wouldn't say I'm advocating either way, except for the fact that you guys just burned through a whole crap ton of magic.
Yeah,
I'm on board for a long rest to get my spell slots back.
All right.
Yeah. And
they'll know we're coming, but
I think during this time, while you're resting as well, I'm going to be marching to the Church of Helm, basically saying, the equivalent of I need weapons, lots of weapons, in the terms of I need armor, lots of armor.
All right, I can try and prep that for you for next week.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, you could actually use something that would take a hit or 2 for you. Although you did luck out in the later rounds. Yeah.
So are we really just doing that badly on the monster rolls, or are they supposed to be this potent against level 1 people?
Here's the thing. You guys are fighting monsters that are actually naturally invisible. So with that presents a hell of a challenge.
Yeah.
Especially for level 1. I mean, the thing is that technically they're supposed to have advantage on every roll against you, and these guys have a natural weapon that if they have advantage on you. I screwed up, Nate. You were actually supposed to take that necrotic, but I'm calling it I'm calling it merciful DM on that one because I screwed up.
I didn't do anything afterwards anyway, so.
Yeah, so it's not like it changed things too badly. But I will just say that the encounters in this adventure are incredibly difficult. But here's the thing: if you know that you're fighting an invisible enemy, get something that you can use to make them visible.
Flour or dust.
Flour or dust or something that you can use to help make them visible. Because I guarantee you, there's more of these.
Yeah.
The thing is that now you have a week to think about how you can outsmart me. Because and now that I've said all this, I'm not pulling any more punches.
He said after nearly murdering the group already.
Yeah, he's taken out half our party at level 1, and he thinks he's pulling
Instead of doing 14 damage in a single hit, I'll do 28.
No. There was one roll that I chose to ignore because I didn't want to kill somebody outright.
Aww.
Yeah, I know, but not even like, oh, put them in death saves. No, outright death. I chose not to do that because I want to give you guys a fair shot here, and I recognize that these are nasty encounters. But now that I've said that, I'm telling you, fight smart. If you guys fight smart, you will rock the hell out of this. Okay?
All right.
All right. With that, I'm going to go on ahead and say we're wrapping the session up tonight, guys. Thank you all so much for playing. Thank you, Lauren. We know that you're already logged off because it's an hour later there than where it is here. But thank you guys all for playing tonight. Anybody in the chat? I know that we had some folks hanging out earlier tonight. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I am available to Dungeon Master for you for games like this. Maybe not this campaign in particular, or I could do this campaign in particular for anybody who wants to. If you want to try and do it better yourself, who knows? But right now, once again, I am offering Ravenloft, the original I6, now through November 1st. And I am offering a special table of it at Roll20Con this Saturday at noon. Seats to play are $40, and you have a pre-generated character, a pre-generated customized monster hunter ready to rock and roll. You can check it out. Just do a search for Strahd Must Die Tonight on Roll20. Or you can also sign up at mastermindadventures.com. Look for my profile on mastermindadventures.com, and you will find the special offer. Thank you guys so much once again for hanging out tonight, and we will see you all next week.
Thank you so much, Greg.
Ciao.
Thank you guys.